Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The I.S.U.P.K. under Commanding General Yahanna presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahanna. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rebel, busy man shit, nigga. They turn their head over, nigga.
Pray where Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like Samson, I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, oh they lies, this hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Circle up and stay alert, another cop can stretch the nigga. He a demon, this an exorcism, watch I bless the nigga. You took that oath in blood, then you know I'm gon' get active with you. Fuck the opposition, I see vision, let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spin, I ain't listening, is effective. If revenge was a woman, now I stroke that bitch like Jacob. So time war, we gon' run the summer, it's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that, bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real trigger know them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear him, this shit light work. It's on who got the gun, it's on who gon' up that pipe first. I turn a bad situation to a game changer. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain frame. Shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand that feeds you, you'll never get that hand back. He bitchin' about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. I'm a certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, out with that hollow sign, yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still about my brain, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get that boy lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
Why not? Do you all need to adjust this? You might need to wipe the camera. The camera look a little fuzzy. All right. You run the Passover commercial or something while they do it. Let's get a paper towel and wipe it. But Quash, make that standard, all right? Always wipe the camera before. You know what I mean? A little faster than that, brother, if you don't mind.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The I.S.U.P.K. under Commanding General Yahanna presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahanna. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Hey, look around, it's treating everything. All right, we're gonna jump right into it. This Washington D.C. scripture breakdown class right here. I.S.U.P.K. under Commanding General Yahanna. Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth about the Bible. The Jews are black. The white man is the devil. Jesus Christ is a black man. And we at the end, boy, moves is being made right now that makes us know this thing is getting closer and closer. And Trump's appetite, I mean, this nigga ain't waiting. Everybody who on the radar, again, that's what it looked like with him. You know what I mean? So where we at now? If we have any questions tonight, I'll take them. If not, go ahead. If not, we'll go into the topic, all right?
Mm-hmm. Could you tell me the precept where it says we should not celebrate birthdays?
There's no precept that says we should not celebrate birthdays. All right, because, okay, some things with Israel is directly from the other nations, right? Find birthdays. Have you looked up birthdays in the Bible? No, you definitely could find birthday in the Bible. Somebody find the precept for me. All right, somebody find that precept for me. With anything that says birthday. Let me know when you have it, all right? Does it say birthday? Okay, what did I specifically ask? It has to say birthday.
Sir, I have one.
Go ahead, Leviathan, please, Art.
Genesis chapter 40, verse 20.
Okay, let me hear you.
And it came to pass the third day, which was Pharaoh's birthday.
Okay, the third day of whatever month was Pharaoh's birthday. You all know who Pharaoh is, right? Who is Pharaoh? Raise your hand, grab the mic, all right?
He was a ruler in Egypt.
He was the ruler of Egypt. He was, what was Pharaoh's relationship to us?
He was our oppressor.
He was our oppressor. And he was in charge of the kingdom that was oppressing Israel, right? Much like any president in America would be to us today, as America is our land of captivity. And whoever is in charge is our oppressor, right? Give me somebody else. Anybody else in there?
Salakia, sorry, it was just Pharaoh's birthday. No, for this scripture.
I got you. I think there's one more. Okay. Matthew 14 and 6. Somebody pull that real quick. Officer Shepard said Matthew 14 and 6. Okay.
Matthew 14 and 6. But when Herod's birthday was kept, Herod's birthday. Herod. When Herod's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herod danced before them and pleased Herod.
So Herod, who is Herod? Who knows? If you're not sure, you could look him up. You could Google him or Bible dictionary. Whoever is here. Sis, you all have a Bibles or no? If you sis, you need one? You got your phone? You'll follow along on your phone? No problem. She'll follow along on her phone, brother. It's the wild. All right.
Yeah, Shamshakta.
You have some chapter. I think she said she would follow on her phone. That's what I was telling her. She would follow on. You want the Bible or you want the phone? You want the Bible? All right, go ahead. It's fine. I think the other sister said she would follow in her phone. All right. All right. Go ahead.
Herod the Great was a Roman Jewish client king of the Herodian kingdom of Judea.
Mm-hmm.
He is known for his colossal building projects. Among these works are the rebuilding of the Second Temple in Jerusalem.
Right. He when they say Roman Jewish, meaning he was not an Israelite. He was not Jew. He was a Roman who they put over the Jews, like Obama. Obama is a Roman who they put over Israelites. He's an American. He's an African American they put over Israelites. Like Herod was a Roman Jewish man. You get the point? Is he was just overseeing Israel. All right. He was not a Jew. He was not an Israelite. He celebrated a birthday, just like Pharaoh. Is there any other mention of birthdays in there? Somebody could look it up and let me know. Come on.
The account in Job doesn't necessarily say birthday. It said they celebrated their days.
Yeah, you could celebrate any day. You could celebrate a baby shower. You could celebrate a day that you graduate. It's a day you esteem. Today, from this time forth, we all gonna gather at this spot every year, and you'll bring your family, and it's a family reunion. You understand? Go ahead.
I forget who it was, but it was a ruler, and the woman had a birthday, and she wanted John the Baptist's head on a platter.
I think it's right there with Herod. I think that's right there with Herod. You could read down a little bit more. You have it?
You talking about in Matthew, sir?
I think it's in Matthew.
I have it, sir.
Go ahead, up.
The Matthew 14:11, it says, and his head was brought in a charger and given to the
Read down a little bit. Okay, go back to verse 6 and read down from 6 to 11.
Verse 6. But when Herod's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herodias danced before them and pleased Herod. Verse 7. Whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatsoever she would ask for.
Right.
Verse 8. And she being before instructed of her mother said, give her here John Baptist's head in a charger.
So now this is Herod's birthday, and the woman's daughter come dancing. It pleased Herod. Herod was so pleased. He said, man, ask for whatever you want. It's his birthday. How the hell she getting something? Go ahead.
This is a perfect precept for when the three dudes were sitting around saying, what's more powerful, the king, alcohol, or what I'm saying, the woman and the truth. But how the woman would, taking the crown off his head and everything. It's his birthday, and she can get what she want.
Not only that, I wouldn't focus on the daughter getting the present, but the shot the mother's called. Like that's an old school thing. Y'all know, y'all heard that before in all them gangster movies. The shot call. Like she called a shot, meaning she called a hit. For a gift to the mother would be for the daughter to play the father and say, well, since you're so happy it's your birthday and you say I could get anything I want John the Baptist's head on a silver platter. That's what she asked for on Herod's birthday, right? Herod was an oppressor, just like Pharaoh is an oppressor, right? And Herod gave her John the Baptist's head. She killed him, right? Now go to Proverbs 3:31. Right, the same brother who had the question about birthdays. Give me Proverbs 3:31.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor.
Say it again.
Envy thou not the oppressor.
Say it one more time.
Envy thou not the oppressor.
Okay, what does envy mean? You want to get a definition? It would be probably better to just get a definition of envy.
Oh, sir.
All right. It would be probably way better just to get a full definition of the word envy.
Envy is the painful emotion of desiring what someone else has.
It's a painful emotion of desiring what somebody else has. That's envy. That's very much different from being motivated to go get something that somebody else has. You might just graduate from high school or college, and you might see a professor or a teacher or somebody who went to your school driving a certain car. And you might be motivated to be like, shit, he or she went to the same school as me. We got 2 hands and 2 feet. I'm gonna go work hard and get that car. That's motivation. That's not envy. That's you motivated now. Envy is a painful emotion that comes from a desire to have something that somebody wants. Like, I'm envying that goddamn jacket Yahanna is wearing. Them colors, boy. You see the burgundy and gold, right? You see what she doing. You see how she rocking with it. Try to tell you, Yahanna, boy, listen. I talked to Yahanna. We had to get an Israelite sweatshop. You had to make jackets and boots all day long. All day long, right? Like, that's what envy is. It's a painful desire. And it's painful because you're wanting something you're not supposed to have. Like, instead of going to get your own thing, you want that thing. The oppressor celebrates birthdays. You should not want to celebrate birthdays. And it's so heavy with the definition, because people who, you may have a brother or sister that might just come into the truth, right? And there are a few things that are very hard for some people, for most people, right? Everybody has things that they struggle with parting with, right? You may have come from a background where your family eats a lot of seafood and pork, and it might be difficult to give up pork and seafood. You might come from a background where everybody gets high, smoke weed, and it's going to be difficult. You could get done with everything else, but that weed is a problem. Some people, birthdays is a problem, because birthdays helps counteract the very depressing life that we live in captivity. It's one day that's all about me, and everybody brings me gifts, and everybody makes a big deal about me. I think in the 80s, there was a song called "It's My Party, I Can Cry If I Want To." Meaning you could just be a spoiled brat because it's your birthday, and everybody had to put up with your childish bullshit because it's your birthday, and everybody, it's their birthday. We just doing it for that. Don't worry about it. It's one day. We just do it for that. And it fosters a very unstable adult. It fosters a very emotionally unstable child. You get the point? Because it comes from a very painful emotional desire to have something that somebody else has. Right? You should not celebrate birthdays. It's so childish. You mean you're a grown-ass man, 25 plus, and you leaning over to blow candles out? You actually purse your lips to blow something? Something's wrong with you mentally. I don't know if you understand it. If somebody doesn't tell you happy birthday, you're having a problem. You're upset. You're upset because somebody didn't tell you happy birthday. 2 words ruin your day or week or some months. Forget about sisters. Y'all don't like telling your age, right? Right or wrong? Why do you want a birthday? To be reminded every year how old are you getting? How about you look good today, sis? Man, shit. You don't look a day over 25. In here, brother, somebody asks your age. You go to the doctor and they ask you your age. Brothers usually have to take a second to answer because you don't really remember. You had to go carry the one. You had to go cross and carry the one. And hold on, something. Your age, sir. I know, I'm trying to tell you, nigga. I don't celebrate it like you. I don't get depressed every goddamn year like you. Go ahead.
It's like I had to break out the calculator.
I'm trying to tell you, it's, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. And that's just that. It's a more healthy society, especially with children. It's very much more healthy. And you teach people when you celebrate silly things like birthdays and Valentine's Day, you teach people that that's the only day they're loved. So the day they don't get a big party or a present, you get depressed because nobody loves me. What do you mean nobody loves you? Today is my birthday. You see it all the time. They call it on the radio, or they make a video with the internet now, and they're like, yeah, I'm not having a good day. You know, today's my birthday. And they expect you to be like, what? Oh, it is? Shit, happy birthday. Because that's supposed to cheer them up. You can't rule the world like that. You can't run things. You can't decide who eats. If this is your mentality, you can't do it. Birthdays are not our culture. The only time birthdays are mentioned in the Bible is when a heathen does it. Go ahead, Al.
It's like my maid, at my slave, everybody that walked in the door, this one lady was like, "Oh, Happy New Year, and it's my birthday." You know, like she required you to say something.
Yeah. Yeah, listen now. I mean, it's rough out there if if that's your situation. It's a rough, it's a rough thing. You get the point? Like, birthdays are not our culture, right? So there's no punishment for it. It's not like if you steal, they cut your hands off. If you kill somebody, you get killed. It's not one of those things because it was never part of our culture. They didn't have to be a law for it. It's like you have children in a house and you have a curfew that a time they should come in because they go out, right? You have a time that they go brush their teeth or they eat because that's what people do. But do you have a time where they have to go dig into the toilet bowl? That's not our culture. We don't do shit like that. But there are people who do it. There are people who do it. The Hamites, the East Indians, they're very, unsanitary people. You understand what I'm saying? We don't have a law per se for it. Just like them dreadlocks. Them dreadlocks is not our culture, but there's not a law saying if you do that to your hair, somebody gonna come cut your head off. You get the point? So you could do it if you want to, you just ain't gonna be part of the body. You want to go celebrate birthdays, do that shit if you want. Don't call the school to pray when they shoot up the damn birthday. Don't call the school to pray for you when somebody shoots up the birthday or somebody drive a car into it. Like what happened to them, that family down there in Bladensburg, I think a couple months ago. I think it was a birthday party. And somebody just drove into the damn party and started shooting for no goddamn reason. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. It's just, this is not our culture. It's not our way of life. And it's honoring your father, which is the Most High. If he says, I don't like that, or that's not our culture, don't bring it in. It's like you coming in the house with new language and some new slang that you pick up in school. Like your parents is like, where you hear that from? You ever hear me saying that shit? Nah, leave that shit by the door. They ain't gonna say if you come back in here, I'm gonna beat you or you're grounded or whatever it is. They just tell you, keep that shit outside. That's not how we talk in here. You understand? Birthdays is very much like that. This is not our culture. It's a culture of the heathens. The heathens, celebrate every single year. They get older. We celebrate Passover when they die. You understand? It's a whole difference. All right. Good to go? Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Art.
There's a question from Ilaza.
Go ahead, please.
He says, Salaki, sir, if I could, how can I attempt to comfort a sister in the world who lost her son to gun violence?
Okay. Sister in the world, she lost her son. How old was the boy? Right? That's what I would need, Ilazar. How old was the boy? Is Baltimore on? Are they able to speak?
They're streaming.
If they're able to speak, if he could unmute and he could just speak.
He's not in there. It was
Is this a question?
Come on, sir.
Okay, no sweat. Somebody saying something? Right. Okay, I would need the age of the boy. Really, I don't really need it too tough. Right. Also, is this sister married or not? That's also important. All right, that's also very important. It's very good to practice honoring another brother and what belongs to him. It's very good to practice that thing, even if your intentions is to help. Right? It's very, very good to practice that situation. You want to find out if I want to know if she's married or unmarried, right? That situation. And give me the precepts on grieving. Give me it in the Apocrypha.
She's not married, sir.
She's unmarried. How old is the boy? Where's the grieving? Ecclesiasticus? Did he say how old is the boy?
Lost in he's 20. He was 22.
22. No problem. Okay. Where we at in the Apocrypha? Ecclesiasticus or Wisdom of Solomon? My phone decided it ain't working tonight, boy. Hold up. Bear with me one. Grieve. What? Ecclesiasticus 38? Yep. 38, 16 through 18. Let me hear that. I'm looking for another one. Let me get 38, 16 through 18. Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 38 and verse 16.
Go ahead.
My son, let tears fall down over the dead.
Right. So this is where you would start. All right. 38 and 16. I think this is the one I wanted. All right. Hold on. Let me catch up with you. 38 and 16. Go ahead. You got it.
Come on, sir. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 38 and verse 16. My son, let tears fall down over the dead and begin to lament.
Begin to lament.
Salaki. Lament.
Right? Lament means, what does lament mean? Who knows? Go ahead.
Does it mean grieve, sir?
To grieve, to have sorrow, right? Begin to experience that emotion that most people feel when somebody passes. When somebody passes and you start missing them, you start feeling a void, an emptiness when somebody passes. That's you're lamenting, you're grieving, you're sorrowful. All right, come on.
I got the definition, sir.
I'll take it.
Lament is to mourn aloud, to express sorrow, mourning, or regret for often demonstratively.
Right, to mourn aloud. You know about that. You've been to any funeral. There's a breaking point. It comes at different times. Some song, usually when that casket open or sometimes it closed. Or sometimes when they get right over the grave and they start lowering it down, then it hits home for some people. Some people it hits home right there and they have the breakdown right there. Go ahead.
A crying out in grief, wailing.
Crying out in grief and wailing. So the Bible tells you to weep for the dead. Lament. You're supposed to do it. It's not weak. It's not out of the spirit. It's not you losing control. You're supposed to do it. This is a loved one. This is a relative, a brother, a sister, a father, a mother, a son, a daughter, a close friend, somebody who you love, and they're not here anymore. So it tells you, weep for the dead. Go ahead.
As if thou hast suffered great harm thyself.
Right? You are to weep for the dead like this thing happened to you. Like you go through the pain like this thing happened to you. And because of the life we live under this oppression, sometimes you could go through something and you could feel like you're not justified to feel sorry. You're not justified to feel the pain or totally undertake the pain when you're supposed to. You should do it. All right, go ahead.
And then cover his body according to the custom.
Right, and then cover his body according to the custom, which is the burial. Right, covering them. Of course, you're wrapping into our custom. You wrap them in a certain way. There's a certain way you wrap in a shroud. Of course, you clothe them in funeral garments, not burial garments, because we don't. It's not our culture to burn, to cremate. It's not our culture to cremate. You prepare the body, put your oils on it. There's certain oils we have in our custom, in our culture, that's in the Bible, that you put on the body. You wrap in the shroud, and then you prepare the box to put them into the hole. All right, go ahead. What verse you at?
At the end of verse 16, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
And neglect not his burial.
And don't neglect his burial, meaning make sure this person gets buried the right way. Don't neglect the burial. Go do it. And sometimes in our community, what happens? The grief is so bad, you don't go to the funeral. You get the point? Sometimes the grief is bad. It's horrible. Sometimes the grief overtakes the family, where just before the funeral, what happens? Whoever experienced it before. Let's say the funeral is Friday. What's happening today or tonight?
It's like a meeting or some sort of how everything's supposed to go down.
Okay,
like
and what happens?
It's the planning of the film. Oh, the viewing sometimes.
Nah, I ain't talking about that. You're right. That's going on. Something else that happens. Who knows? You probably experienced it before. Go ahead, sis. Use your mic.
Are you referring to like the family arguing?
The family starts to argue. You bitch ass motherfucker. You ain't never liked him no way. What you doing here? That's not anger. That's grief. Because we don't know how to grieve, we've never been taught it's okay to go in the corner and cry. It's okay to go bawl. Go do it. That pain you feel, you have to take it out on somebody. Because mentally, we think nobody feels our pain. So I'm going to make you feel, I'm going to hurt you like how I'm hurting. That's what that family argument is. Funeral happened. Your brothers showed me a video. I think it's somewhere in Trinidad. Just had the funeral act. They hold some brother and beat this nigga. Beat him silly. That nearly run him over with a car and all kind of shit. I'm like, well, unless he killed the nigga. What y'all beating him like this for? Families, the pain arc. We don't know how to deal with pain. We don't know how to handle it. It's a rough situation. So he's saying, don't neglect the burial. Don't neglect it. Go to the funeral, make sure the person gets sent off the right way. It's a service you're doing. You do that thing, you have done a service to them in brotherhood or sisterhood by making sure they get it all the way to the end like they should. You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 17. Weep bitterly and make great moan and use lamentation as he is worthy.
Weep bitterly and make great moan and lamentation and grieve. You're supposed to do it. You're supposed to grieve. Don't not grieve for a person. Right? When someone is born, could anybody tell you don't be happy for this baby? Could anybody say, what are you so happy for? Stop being happy. You're so weak, you're so happy. Nobody can tell you that shit. There's a child is born, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Somebody dies, brother. You are allowed to grieve. You're allowed to cry. You're allowed to lament. You're allowed to halfway go crazy. You're allowed. You get the point? That's what this is saying. That's why it says weep bitterly. Bitter weeping is brother, which that are no brother. That's a place, brother, you cannot even imagine to be, and you don't want to be there, and you're there. And you're there. And most people try to do it in isolation because it's so bad. Because you lose yourself so much. The Bible is saying do it. It's okay to do it. Right? Go ahead.
And that it's like it, and that a day or two, lest thou be evil spoken of.
Right. Read that last part.
And it's like it, and that a
after
day
lamentation. After lamentation.
Concept. As he is worthy.
As he is worthy. You're crying because this person is worth your tears. You get the point? This person is worth your tears. That woman who gets shot in Minnesota, you're crying over her? How come? It's a woman. It's a white woman. That's what the sheriff said. The sheriff said it's a white woman. He makes sure and say, not the sheriff, the chief of police in Minneapolis. He said it's a white woman that was shot in the head. Like that's some kind of, you know, what is that supposed to mean? Is that somehow, you know, what does that mean? You get the point? You're not weeping for her, but I know we wept for Philando Castile, who was shot in his car the same way. The exact same way. And they said he was wrong, so that broad was wrong. She should have stopped when the police said stop. That's all. She should not try to speed off. Right? If that's the case, then ICE is wrong. So white people gonna have, they're in a conundrum. They gotta make their mind up by tomorrow. Either ICE is wrong or this bitch wrong. And you know, I don't see how either one will work. Because if the broad is wrong, the people who side with her is gonna protest. If ICE is wrong, then law enforcement is gonna, you know, they're gonna go off now. Yeah, I mean, it's the Lord's work. I mean, that was the Lord's work. ICE was doing the job. She should have stopped. She should apply the brakes. The car has brakes. Stop, turn the car off. That's it. Because if it was one of us, we'd have heard our high school record, how much time we shoplift, how many tickets we have, the time we went to jail for 2 months. We didn't hear this broad name yet. Did they say her name? They didn't say her name. They didn't show her face. We don't know if she had kids, nothing. Because they getting ready to paint this broad like she's an angel. They're going to paint her like she is the Virgin Mary. Don't be surprised if there's a picture like this. They put up with her. Like she is just so divine because they want people to now lament for her. They want people to cry for her. You get the point? You cry for somebody who is worth the tears. That's what you do. Somebody who is worth those tears, you cry for them. Go ahead, Al.
Salakia, sir. What you're saying is so heavy. And I wish I would have known about this specific scripture a few years ago, because when I had a few family members that went back to back, it was difficult for me to lament and cry in front of people, let alone even to myself. Like it was that deep that I wouldn't even want to cry in privacy because I felt like I couldn't. I feel like I didn't have the right to.
It's something that, you know, if you've never been educated on it, and that's something that our people, we're not fully educated on most things that we need to survive. We're not educated financially. We're not educated in terms of social justice with each other. You get the point? We don't really know too well how to do things, which is why when something happens, we'll say, well, that ain't right. We'll be like, that ain't right. XYZ is the case. I don't know how we're going to do this. We don't know nothing about what's lawful. There's a difference between what's lawful and what's right. You get the point? There's a whole difference with it. We really not raised in that way. So you're not wanting to cry in front of people. That's fine. That's good. You don't have to cry in front of people. It's preferable. It's preferable you don't do it. But if you have to, if you're broken apart by it, fine. If you have to go separately and shed tears, go do it. You have to go in your car and recline that seat in the parking lot. Go do it. Take a minute, get it out your system, and then get back to your business. But to not do it, it's going to come out in different ways that you wouldn't even know this is why it's coming out. It's going to break you because you kept something in that's fighting to come out. You done kept this thing in. It's going to find a way out. It's going to, right? And it's still not too late to grieve. You grieve for whoever, brother. It's not too late to grieve. You grieve for whoever, whenever. Go ahead.
Like I seen like a few movies and they, you know, show Jewish customs and they say, you know, it's biblical where someone in their family dies, there's some term that they use, but then they're supposed to only grieve for 7 days.
Say that one more time. Something in a movie that says what?
Well, I've seen it in like a few different movies where a Jewish, you know, person dies, and then within that family, you know, they only have 7 days to grieve, and then you know they're supposed to go on their way about it.
Okay, that's not biblical. I would imagine, I've never heard of it before, but a lot of Jewish customs, right? We are the real Jews. The white man is Jewish. A lot of his customs, they're not biblical. They have Bible references, but they're not biblical. He'll read one thing and then form a whole religious dogma on the thing. Like the Sabbath day. You can't work on the Sabbath day, so they hire somebody to turn the light on. You understand? Go ahead.
Like when it says, on your right.
Oh, brother. Because pull up a picture of that. And find that precept for me. Find that precept real quick. A warrior, you on? A warrior, find that precept for me where they say, bind the law to your forehead and to your hand. Right? That's in the Bible. It might be Leviticus or Exodus, I believe.
Come on.
So bind the law to your forehead or and your right hand. All right, hold up. Show me the little boxes, Doc. Give me that black one down there. That's the little boxes. No. In the corner right down here. To the right corner. All right. You know you could just double tap, it'll zoom in on itself. You don't got to do all of that shit. You could double tap the thing, the screen is supposed to just zoom in. No, I'm not doing it? All right, no sir. I'm gonna figure out to get them settings right. So like somebody at the door, brother. All right. Oh, Warrior, did you find it yet? Anybody found it?
Come on, sir.
Go ahead, give it to me.
Like I said, I can take over.
Come on, one of y'all quickly.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thine hand.
Say it really one more time.
Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 8. And thou shalt bind them.
Salaka, or just throw in verse 7. Salaka.
Start in 7, sir.
Got it.
Deuteronomy 6 and 7. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children.
Turn that volume up. Okay. Arawadi, you gotta get a little closer to your thing. You sound very low.
I'm low.
Yeah. Man, yell in that house, man. What's going on? Y'all are
it's the book of Deuteronomy
going on there. Go ahead.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 7.
Go ahead.
And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thy house.
Right. So this is talking about the law. It's saying teach the law diligently to your children, and teach them when they're in your house. Go ahead.
Come. And when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. Verse 8.
And when you walk by the way, when you lay down, when you rise up, meaning in all your dwellings. You go to sleep, teach them. You wake up, teach them. You walk outside. You want to teach your children when they're young, because that's when they're most receptive. That's when you could really shape and mold them. It's trying to build a culture, and it's how we talk. All right, you know, I'm gonna teach you inside out and upside down. You get the point? The white man will hear that and be like, you know, he'll set up a class where you'll hang him upside down. That's how he's literal in his mind. I'm about to prove it. Go ahead.
Verse 8. And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thy hand.
Right now, this is the law. He's saying, teach them the law. And then verse 8 says, you shall bind it for a sign on your hand. Go ahead.
And they shall be as frontlets between thy eyes.
And it will also be as frontlets between your eyes. Right? Like right between your eyes, here is your nose bridge. You're supposed to put the law back, tie it to your hand and tie it to your head. Go ahead. Any more?
Oh, Salaki, that was it for 8.
Is there any more in 9?
Verse 9. And thou shalt write them upon the post of thy house and on thy gates.
Right? So now they here, you're supposed to tie this to your hands, tie this to your forehead, write it upon your posts and your gates. This is the law. The white man made a small box that's supposed to have the first 5 books of the law, what they'll call the Torah, written small. Give me the other picture where they tie it to their hands. Yeah, give me that good. That I don't know what the hell that shit is. Yeah, that's wild. And this is their culture and custom. Their culture and custom is to tie this shit on whatever hand and then tie it on the head. Because the Bible says, bind it to your hand and bind it to your head. Now, if I say to you, what does that mean? What does that mean? Bind the law to your hand and bind it to your, the middle of your eye, the frontlets. What does that mean? As a black person, what would that mean? Who knows?
Salaki, sir. Wait,
Come on.
You mean you tying it around your forehead? Have it right there in the middle?
Okay, that's not what the Bible is saying, even though it says tie it to your frontlets and tie it to your right hand. The white man is literal, so he thinks it means that. He also thinks in the garden there was a talking snake. He also thinks that when Genesis chapter 10 says, in those days there were giants in the earth and they had sex with women, he thinks there's some 45-foot man that had sex with a woman. I don't understand how that happening, but that's how he thinks. When the Bible says bind it to your hand and your forehead, what does it mean?
Sir.
Like yes, sir.
Go ahead, Leviathan.
It should be on your mind. It should be something you're thinking about all the time.
That's all. That's all. We come from a people that make the greatest music on the face of the earth. Our hip hop, our blues, our jazz, our R&B is filled with poetic language. The Bible is written the same way. The law should be on the front of our minds. In the front of our get that. I mean, get that in your head. Feel this in your soul. It's that. When it says to your hands, meaning when you go to do things, make sure you're lawful. When you go to do things, make sure it's lawful and right. And don't go and do some shit that's unlawful. Don't go and do something that you know is against the law. But for us as a people, we don't know. We haven't been raised like that. So when we go to do things and think about things, we often do unlawful things. And the Israelite school of UPK is going to teach everybody now how to have the law in the front of their mind and the law in their hand. Now you go to the store, you buying something. What do you do now that you come into the truth?
Slack, sir.
Come on.
You looking at the ingredients to see if any type of anything unlawful is in it.
What is riboflavin, potassium hydroxide? You asking Siri what the hell this is to know if it's pork. Brothers get so diligent. Brothers are saying there's pork in the mints. There's pork in the gums. There's pork in oil. I don't know what it is. They're finding pork everywhere because they're so goddamn diligent because they have the law in their hand. The Jewish man would do that shit. You understand? That's what he would do. Go ahead.
Salakia, sir. I was just gonna say about the gum. I was riding with a gentleman the other day to a slave, and we were talking about the different ingredients in food, and like you was just talking about. And I was chewing a piece of gum, and he said, "It's pork in that, right?" Had to spit the gum out.
Hey, I wouldn't do that. I would keep chewing. I'd offer it to him. What the fuck I spitting the gum out for? Who is he? Is he in the truth? Does he know anything? There's pork in that. When he probably doing what? What else is he doing? What is he doing? Is he a Christian? He's celebrating birthdays and shit? He gonna tell me about pork in my mouth? Nigga, you want some gum with your stink mouth? I don't know nothing about none of that shit. I did not hear that from Commander Yahanna. So this gum is good. It's holy. It's sanctified and Holy Ghost filled. Praise God. You want some? Yeah, I wouldn't do none of that shit. If somebody in here tells you that's unlawful, then outside of that shit, just bring it here before you decide to yield to somebody in the world. You want to practice that shit. Somebody brings something to you in the world, you could hear it. Come here and get it verified and checked first. Don't start to mold your life around this shit, and before long, you practicing some other shit because somebody convinced you on the damn train about something that we don't know nothing about. All right, go ahead.
If I could, sir.
Go ahead, Warren. Hold on, but go ahead, Warren.
Yeah, what you're saying is so heavy, sir, because I can remember when I first started coming to the truth, people who never gave a damn about no laws, all of a sudden they want to lecture me about laws now because they heard that I'm studying with the I.S.U.P.K now. And what they're really trying to do, they're trying to usurp authority over you.
That's it.
In other words, if anybody's gonna have authority over what you can do and what you can't eat, it's me. That's what they want to try to do. So I would say, young brothers, be very diligent around that. If you hear from the school, don't even listen to it.
Don't. Okay, you definitely could hear it and bring it. Hear it and bring it. You also don't want to practice just dismissing shit because you'll just get dismissive about everything. You could hear it and bring it. Somebody said this. Is this true or not? And you'll get the verification. We're going to check the proof on it. But what Officer Warren is saying is right. Because the minute you say, oh, shit, I got gum. Now, what has happened in that moment? What has happened in that moment? You go, oh, shit. What has happened in that moment there, right there? Go ahead.
You're doubting pretty much everything.
You onto it. A little bit, not so much doubt in everything, but now there's something else that's happened. Something happened in that moment right there. Go ahead.
Did I yield to them?
You yielded. You got corrected by somebody in the world. So subconsciously, this person has some knowledge that I should listen to. You get the point?
Oh, sir.
You can't just willingly do that shit. You can't just, let somebody tell you your house on fire and the house on fire, handle it. But they tell you some shit about, this thing got pork in it. Nigga, how? Where you read that shit? Where's your scholarship on it? What article? Where's that from? You have to do that. You have to get into that mode with people, or else, brother, like a warrior, I'm saying, they'll just usurp authority over you through a series of corrections. That got pork in it. That's really shrimp. Man, I always correcting you. You can't tell me nothing now. How many times I had to correct you? You don't yield to nothing. If you're wrong, let somebody here tell you you're wrong.
Oh, sir.
By no means this is licensed to go out into the world and be an asshole. just because they can't tell you something don't mean that you still have a reputation to upkeep, all right? But you get the point, right? So now with the Jewish man with that 7 days thing, more than likely that came from the unclean law. That if you interact with a dead body, you're unclean for 7 days. If you go into the cemetery, you're unclean for 7 days. If you walk into the house or the room or the tent where the body, where the person died, you're unclean for 7 days, right? More than likely comes from that. And because they're literal and dummies, spiritually slow, they make something up saying you could only mourn for 7 days, which is ridiculous. This is it's ridiculous to say you could only mourn for 7 days. We mourning for 2,000 years for our king. What the hell are you talking about? Every time we get together and drink wine and have some beer and have some alcohol, is La Yasha'Allah, La Yahawashai. We take a toast to our king because the Bible says he will not drink from the vine until he is reunited with his people. Meaning Christ is a Judah. The Bible said Judah will tie his foal to the vine, meaning he enjoys a good drink. Christ is not having a drink until he's back with his people. He say, I ain't drinking until I could drink with them niggas again. I'm not drinking. So how are you going to say you could only mourn for 7 days? What is you talking about? If that's the case, the Jewish man needs to stop bombing Palestine because it's been 7 days. It's been 7 months. It's been 7 years. What the hell is we still bombing them for? For what? Somebody they killed in 1983? That was years ago, Jewish man. Stop mourning. If that's the case. But that's not what the Bible says. You get the point? Let's get some more in the morning, all right? In your Apocrypha. But watch, I'm going to send you an article here, all right? Trying to pull it to send it to you. I'll send it to your Facebook. Whoever was reading Ecclesiasticus.
Concept. And that.
Go ahead.
In that day or two, lest thou be evil spoken of. Ecclesiasticus chapter 38 and verse 17.
Okay, go ahead.
And that a day or two, lest thou be evil spoken of.
Mm-hmm.
And then comfort thyself for thy heaviness.
Mm-hmm. The Bible said, go ahead and weep and moan. Cry for a day or two if you need to. because you don't do it, you're gonna be spoken evil of. Somebody gonna look at you and be like, man, something wrong with you, man. Like you know, this person died, and it's like that shit didn't mean nothing to you. And how many times you hear that where you while you holding in your grief, you holding it in, you trying not to break down because you think it's weak. And somebody's like, man, something wrong with that person, man. They didn't really love that person. Meanwhile, you love the hell out of them. You just don't know how to grieve. Keep going.
Verse 18. For of heaviness cometh.
Hold on. And then comfort thyself for thy heaviness, meaning you're going to have to comfort yourself. You're going to have to now allow yourself to grieve. Allow yourself some time. You might have to go and sit and look at their clothes. You might have to, organize their shoes. You might have to do something to be in touch with this person again. You might have to do that. You might have to, go to a sports game, even though you don't give a damn about sports, but this person did. Just to keep the memories, it's part of helping you. It's like a therapy. It helps you move along with life. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 18. For of heaviness cometh death.
Mm-hmm.
And the heaviness of the heart breaketh strength.
Brother, of heaviness cometh death, and of the heaviness of the heart breaketh strength. Brother, that is a real life story. I said to the brothers a few weeks ago, Bakwash. It was a few weeks ago, I believe. I had a childhood friend who definitely grew up when I was younger with, and his father died. No, his mother died, let's say the Thursday of, let's say tomorrow night, she died. So they're planning the funeral for next week, Tuesday. The Sunday, they're having the wake. In the wake, the father drops dead. They go on there, he pull up, there's ambulances outside. He want to know what the hell going on. The father is on the floor fighting for their life. He goes from planning one funeral to 2 funerals. He sent me the picture. I damn near lost it. I'll show the brothers the picture. 2 caskets side by side. One pink for the mom, one black for the father. And he looks just like the father. Same bald head, beard. I'm like, boy, that got to be rough. But think about what that father was going through. You understand? Like, that's a hard thing where he can't, like, his woman died, his children is grown, he got grandchildren. What the hell he living for? His heart is done, it's broken. And that's something that happens to us a whole lot of times. Eric Garner, you all know who Eric Garner is, right? The brother who they choked out in New York. His daughter died of grief shortly after. She died. She just got super depressed, and they said her body failed. But she died because she was grieving. She watched her father get choked out of her. She died. This thing it's a heaviness of heart. If you can't grieve and get through it, this shit could break you. It could fully break you. And that's what the Bible is talking about. Go ahead. What verse you at?
The end of verse 18, sir.
Go ahead.
Verse 19. In affliction also sorrow remaineth.
Mm-hmm.
And the life of the poor is the curse of the heart.
Right? In affliction also sorrow remaineth. Meaning, as you going through with the pain of the death of a person, the sorrow remains. That's why I'd say in the verse before, the heaviness of heaviness cometh death. Meaning this, there is a time you can grieve. And after that, you have to let the dead rest. You have to let it go. You have to now move forward. You have to let it go. But it's hard to let it go. Why? What's the main reason it's very difficult to let go the death of a loved one? Come on.
Accepting they're gone.
Accepting they're gone. I'll take that. Now, what about accepting they're gone is hard? From in the world, like as you learn it in the world. No, go ahead, finish off.
You're no longer going to see them again.
You're no longer going to see them again. And that's difficult. You're never going to see this person again. Now, what if I told you that is a lie? That's an absolute lie. Or what if I asked you, who told you you're never going to see them again? Who told you you're not going to see them? Who said that? You learned that from Christianity. one life to live. You only live once. And that isn't a lie. Reincarnation is real. Everybody here was here before and here before multiple times. And we come back each time to get it right. And our life that we come back into is a direct reward for the life we lived in the past, which is why the transatlantic slave trade was what? Come on, give him the mic. You might have to hold it for him. Oh, he got it. Go ahead.
It's a punishment for what we did.
It was a punishment from our Father for the life we lived before, for all the birthdays we celebrated, and wanting to be a goddamn Roman, wanting to be, Egyptian and African. It was a punishment. He said, "You want to be a heathen so bad? Go ahead." No, we African American. No, we Caribbean. No, we Puerto Rican and Brazilian. No, we Maduro, supposed to be a brother. The Bible said Asher's foot would be dipped in oil. Now, could you imagine? Picture this prophecy. That's in the Bible. It says the tribe of Asher will yield royal dainties. Royal dainties meaning things that you would expect in royalty, right? That's why Asher's symbol is the grapes, because grapes is always a luxurious type of item. It represents luxury. Gold, which Venezuela has a ton of gold. And then it says Asher's foot will be dipped in oil. Now imagine you walking around and your foot is in oil, it's dipped, meaning it's covered. Your foot, like from the sole of your foot up to your ankle, is oil. You standing in that shit. That's a whole prophecy for what Trump going to fight for. Now, you have that right there. All that. And you still want to be Christian and celebrate birthdays and do everything. It's a punishment. Get the point? This what happened here is a straight up and down punishment. There's no protection for him because he's not serving the Lord. And I'm not saying this to bash him or bash anybody in Venezuela. I'm just painting a picture of, if we want better, we have to live right now. We have to live right today. We have to start to do the things that we know is right in order for the future to be better. But if we don't do that shit, get ready to come back in captivity. Get ready to be born with, every affliction. Get ready to be born in poverty somewhere else. How many of us, you grow up? You grow up at some point, you was like, why the hell I had to be born here? In this city or this block? Oh, God damn, these parents. Like, I wish I had better parents. It's not a shame. That's everybody. Your parents thought about that about their parents. It's like, it's not a shame. It ain't a charge to you. It's life. Meanwhile, the oppressor, he's thank the Lord Donald Trump is my father. You think Byron Trump feeling ashamed? He ain't feeling ashamed about nothing. He go get that oil, daddy. He ain't feeling ashamed of shit. But for us, because of our life, we start to question every goddamn thing. But what if somebody told you this was a reward for the life you lived before? You would now change. You would now start to do things differently. And that's the key. The key is that we had to change. We had to put away the old thing. We had to separate ourselves from America, separate ourselves from every culture and custom that's foreign to us, and start doing something brand new. And it could start with the grieving process. You could let that sister grieve for her child. He's 22, no problem. Says he gonna be back in the kingdom. He's coming back. He's coming right back. Reincarnation is real. He's not dead and gone forever and lost. He's not dead and gone. They're coming back. And we building the kingdom that they're gonna come back in.
Right.
We build, that's what we do. And that's why we're on the street teaching. That's why the generals, the Commander General Yahanna is setting up schools all over the world, in all of different countries, in all different cities, online classes, classes in prison, classes in universities, lectures, radio shows, every aspect and facet of our life. UPK music. The brothers started rapping. Commander General Yahanna said, listen, I'm getting behind you all with I.S.U.P.K music. And there's concerts at the Black Party so we have an avenue, so we don't need to be in the world no more. We could be right here and build our nation, and our nation is just going to be reborn into the kingdom. When Christ returns and put this earth under his foot, brother, Those who survive, they'll walk into the kingdom. They'll be there when it's getting built from the ground up and will have great power. And those who don't survive will just be reborn into the kingdom at a later date. Nobody's lost. No one is ever lost. You lose them for a time, but they're going to be right back. That should temper the grieving. Now you don't feel so helpless and so like, damn, they're gone. Now it's like they're gone for now. That's why we say rest in power. Rest up, man. Rest up, brother. Rest up, sister. Sleep well. You're going to wake up one day. You're going to be back. Go ahead, Shapat.
So help me with you saying, because you know, so the Bible say that we are God's children forever. So meaning we are brothers and sisters forever.
That's right.
You know, your mother was your mother this time, but you know, saying in another life, she just may be your sister.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows how you're going to come back? But you're going to come back in the same family line, meaning whatever tribe you're in, you're going to come back in that tribe. And you could come back, you know, anyway. The Bible says for the third and fourth generation, he said he's, let's see, it's in Numbers, I believe. The Lord is patient, holding iniquity until the third and fourth generation, meaning you could do something against the Lord today, and he'll bring you back 3 or 4 generations down to serve the judgment. Right? And in a way, Esau understands that. That's why sometimes for some criminals, he say you get 2 life sentences plus 14 years. Fuck, you gonna serve that shit when you're dead? Unless that's for the future. Unless all these you serve in this life, and when this life is over, you're gonna serve another life. You understand? Like 2 lives. How does that happen? How do I get 14 years after life? Like when? Unless I come back. You get the point? Unless I come back. So now that's going to definitely temper your grieving process if you know this person going to be back. If you know they're going to get a second chance. Right? And now, even though the Lord said until the third and fourth generation, what else do we know about the Most High? What else do we know about the Lord? Come on. What else is known about the Lord? Even though he said until the third and the fourth generation, what else is known?
Salaga, sir, if I may. I have the scripture you was talking about, and I'm gonna answer the question too, sir.
Please, go ahead, read it out.
Kawakan, sir. Numbers chapter 14, verse 18. Excuse me. Salaga. The Lord is long suffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression.
Right, that's like a good father, long suffering and patience, forgiving sin, forgiving disobedience. That's what we want to think about iniquity, disobedience to him. He forgive it. Go ahead.
And by no means clearing the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation.
Right, but because he's patient, it doesn't mean he forgot.
Right.
And everybody here been a child where you done broke some shit in the house, especially if you had brothers and sisters, you're playing football, you'll go long. Somebody just dive into the vase or the vase, whatever you'll call it. The vase, vase, you don't know what I'm talking about. Break the damn drywall. You know what I mean? Fly into the chair and mommy's, you know, glass set or some chinaware that her grandmother gave to her broke. And they come home and they see you, and it's just, you don't send the blood pressure up, and they'll kill you if they talk to you. So they just leave you alone. And your dumb ass think you done got away with the shit. Until, go ahead, Art.
Salaki, sir, I actually have a story.
Don't incriminate nobody, you know.
It's not. Back when I was about, I want to say maybe 12 years old, I moved into a new house. Well, me and my family moved into a new house. And my uncle, just the day before, he said, don't put no holes in the wall. 2 days later, hole in the wall.
Listen, it happened.
And I thought I got away with it because I got a little punishment from my mom's. But I want to say maybe 4 months down the line, I come home from school and he's sitting on the couch.
Yeah, nigga.
Worst whooping in my life.
I told you don't put no holes in the goddamn wall. Did you ever put holes in the wall ever after that?
Brother,
that's judgment. You learned something that day. You learned something that day, brother. That's just life. That's just how life is. And the Lord could hold off and be patient, but he's going to get you. He is going to get you. Just understand that shit. And when he gets you, don't you dare sit and ask, why me? Just be like, you know what? No sweat. The water for not killing me, Lord. The water, sir, you could have took my leg. You could have made me paralyzed. I'll deal with this thing. Ain't no sweat. I know you doing it. If this thing is happening to me, you doing it. So just, show me how to do right. It could start to temper your mind. So now he's forgiven iniquity unto the third and fourth generation. So as the question says, like, what could he also do? Now, he could wait until the third and fourth generation. The sins of the father is visited on the son in 3 or 4 generations. Because the father is the son. It's coming back as the son. But what could he also do? Go ahead, Kazak.
Kawakan, he can exercise his mercy and change his mind.
He could change his mind. He could exercise his mercy. He could say, listen, I'm bringing you back right now. You don't have to wait the 3 or 4. And you may have a grandparent that die. And the next year, some sister in the family is pregnant and they name the child after the grandfather. That's not just in honor of. That's our culture and custom. We name our kids after somebody in the past. Because we've been separated from our culture and custom, we think it's just in honor of. It's not just in honor of. We're naming that person back because we always believed in reincarnation. It's our culture and custom. You get the point? And that eases the sting of death. It eases it. In that I can come back. You get the point? I can come back. He's not lost forever. You know what I mean? So Ilazar, that's how I would break it down to the sister. I would run it down like that for her. You could even show her the reincarnation precepts. I don't have time tonight. I also have to go through it. You can show her reincarnation precepts, and also you could pull the precept in the Apocrypha in Maccabees. Is it Maccabees 7? 2 Maccabees 7 with the sister and the 7 sons. Right? You all know that story? The sister with the 7 sons, where this Greek or either Greek or Roman, one Greek king wanted them to eat pork. And the heathens have always had a fascination with pork. Pork is their holy thing, like how the lamb is our thing. Passover lamb, that pork for them is holy. That's they serve pork on Christmas, pork 4th of July, pork in the holiday, pork in the hot dogs for the holidays. Pork is everything to them. It's always pork. They wanted Israelites to eat pork as a sign that we turned our backs on our Lord and would serve them. And this sister, she was a widow, I believe. She had 7 sons. And she turned to them manfully. That's what the Bible said, and spoke in Hebrew. And said, the Lord gave you hands and legs and life, and you will get them back. Don't eat no pork. And the heathen killed each one of her sons horribly. Horribly. Cut their hands off. Pulled their tongue out. Put them in a hot cauldron. A big pot that's just hot. Put them in there and just let them burn up. All in an effort to scare the remaining sons into eating pork. And then the last one came, and she said, go to your death manfully. And he went before that king, and he said, here, the Lord gave me hands and feet. You can have them because I'll have them back in the reincarnation. He said, you can have my tongue too, and stuck his tongue out. And they cut his hands off and pulled his tongue out. And the mother went to her death. I mean, she laughed at the king after and went to her death. That type of strength can only come back. Could only come from the knowledge of this is not the end. Like I ain't scared to die, nigga. What the hell? I ain't scared to die. And they said in that thing too, find where it is for me. I don't want it now, but I could just put it up there for anybody who want to read it. The sister said in that we know that the reason we suffering under this king, the reason we at this point is because we sinned against the Lord. So I'm not mad at the Lord for it. I know this is my doing. But at the same time, I'm not going to sin into death now. No one know better. And they stood. And that's the kind of strength you're going to need today with this beast in the White House, with them ICE agents. And I mean, it's so right and poetically justified. I'm trying to be politically correct for the internet, because I want to say something else. It's so poetic and justified that ICE, in their search for illegal immigrants who are criminals trying to make America safe for the citizens, murder a citizen. It's so like, it's you know, it's like putting it in your face now. You want to oppress everybody, but the person who gave you the biggest problem was a citizen, not an illegal immigrant. You know how many peaceful arrests they had from illegal immigrants? You all see them walking people out at Home Depot? And brothers were just walking. Some people ran, but you know, there's so many videos of they stop people in cars. Yeah, here's the ID. All right, no, sir, that come out. This broad, she's like, no, you're dead now. You should have stopped. You should have stopped. That's domestic terrorism, right? When they killed what's her name? Oh, always try to remember the sister name. The sister who they killed in the Capitol building when she made a wrong turn. She had her son in the back seat. Something Miriam. Miriam Massey, I forget her name. She made a wrong turn. They told her stop. She made a U-turn and rolled. They ran her down and shot her up in the car. And they said they was right. The Capitol Police did their job. No problem. We had to eat that. We had to eat Philando Castile. We had to eat all of that shit. This bitch was wrong. She was wrong. She should have stopped. And that's what in Purple Faggot City. White man tell you stop, you should have stopped. Nobody better don't go protest for her, because she broke the law. She broke the law, right?
Right.
I think y'all ain't sure. You know, you should see them. They're in the class here. They're looking like, huh? What you're trying to do? You're trying to drive off on the cup too? Y'all better stop. Go ahead. Huh?
Are you talking about the lady today?
Yeah. All right.
I got the precept too, sir.
Come on up, please.
The second Maccabees, it's entire chapter 7. I can start.
Give me. I probably don't have time to go through the whole thing, but give me the end. 32. 32.
That's what you said. Because of our sins.
Give me that. Give me verse 32.
Kawakan.
Go ahead.
Second Maccabees, chapter 7, verse 32.
Anybody who wants to read it is the entire 7th chapter.
Kawakan. Go ahead. For we suffer because of our sins. And though the living Lord be angry with us a little while for our chastening and correction.
Now, you have to skip up to 29 now. Y'all don't get
yeah, God, that's what I was going to say.
I'm trying to skip over the damn thing. I see some shit here.
Yeah.
Right. The whole chapter is cold. It's cold. Right? But skip up to 29.
Sir, I can take over the reading, sir.
The water, mighty man.
Verse 29 says, fear not this tormentor. But being worthy of thy brethren, take thy death.
No, come on now. Which Christian telling you that shit? Which Christian telling you, fear not the tormentor, but being worthy of thy brethren, go die. Go on. Go on and die. Brother, we come from a different people.
Right.
We come from a totally different stock and breed of people. And we have fallen so far from the standard. And it's not by coincidence, it's by design. They want us to be that weak. They want us to be so weaker. Go ahead.
Like about me, I don't know if it was you or General Muhammad, but was saying that the only reason that it is in America, the only reason it is a France, Spain, Russia, and all that is because this whole world is a punishment for us. They wouldn't exist if we would have did what the Lord said.
Oh, brother, I follow the money. You know, there's always say when a crime is committed, follow the money. I don't follow the money, brother. Every empire don't get paid from slavery in one way or the other, either directly or through contracts and investment into the country. I'll tell you, Iran wouldn't have no oil industry if it wasn't for slavery. Britain invested in Iran in 1901 and went on. Before that, Iran wasn't into oil. They didn't even know they had oil. Britain paid for oil explorer, to go down there and find a geologist to go down there and find where the field is and verify the whole thing. And then in like 1908 or 7, sent money down there to start developing the whole oil industry. Iran has oil today because of slave money that Britain had for years. France still spending slave money from Haiti. Like everybody done built up an empire. Big universities. I think Oxford University in UK, they was losing land and they sold a ton of slaves to pay for the land. Georgetown, right down there in DC, same thing. I think they was losing a building or something. Somebody look it up. And they sold these slaves who they did not want to sell to pay to keep the damn land that everything is on. And in selling them, they have the records of them. They have the names of the slaves. And there was a case that came up a few years ago of possible descendants wanting to sue Georgetown for it. Somebody could find it if you all look it up, all right? Go ahead and keep reading. Who reading?
Khan, sir.
Hold on 1 second. Watch, you found it?
Come on. Georgetown apologizes for 1838 sale of more than 270 enslaved, dedicates building.
You understand? Like this entire empire, brother, was built on slavery. It was built on absolute slavery because it was free labor. And it's like the world is fighting for oil now. At that time, we were oil. We was the natural resource that was never ending, that you needed for everything. You needed to build a house. You needed to travel. You needed for horses. You needed for vegetation. You needed to go to war. Just like you need oil for everything now. We was oil before they found it. We was that thing. And even still till today, we more valuable than oil. We way more valuable than oil. You get the point? Read on, please.
Take thy death that I may receive thee again in mercy with thy brethren.
Right? Take thy death that I may receive you again in mercy with thy brethren. Because she knew they would come back. She knew they're coming back. Them sons is coming back. He gonna be back in the earth again. We ain't losing each other, but for a time. Just going on vacation for a short second. We're gonna be right back in the earth. And she preparing them as men. You could imagine some old Christian bro today, how she'll prepare her son. You'll see Jamal Brown, wife, walking out like a slut, and then talking about, I don't dress for people. Bitch, you look like a hoe. What are you talking about? Now, what advice would she give some young boy today? They would say, you got to talk to the cops nice, because if you disrespect them, you're going to die. That's the type of cowards that Christianity breeds. And it's not to say disrespect the cop, but to say if you don't talk right to him, you're going to die. What you putting in him? Go ahead, brother. Please pass the mic to the brother. All right. He got one here, sis. So what? Go ahead.
No, when you say what would she tell him? She'd have told him that, yeah, I'll go ahead and eat that pork.
You better go eat that little piece of pork. Steve Harvey, what do you think he telling his son? Mr. I don't give a damn about slavery. He said, but you better go ahead and eat that pork. Remember, Steve Harvey saved the money, right? He'll act like a monkey and then started making monkey noises. Y'all ever saw that video? Try to find the guy. Steve Harvey said on stage, if the check is right, he'll be a monkey. And brother, he went and dragged his knuckles on the stage like an ape and started making monkey noises. Like what white people would do to try to disrespect us. That's what he would do for money. What will he do to save his life?
Right.
He'll give his whole ass up. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. To live, now, sometimes you just have to go to die. You just have to do it. You just got to do it. Go ahead.
Salakia, sir, if I may. Just a few years ago, me and a few of my homeboys, we would have this little running joke, and we would ask people, like, would you rather suck something or let your mama go? It was a lot of people that said they gonna get that neck up. But hey, mama,
I've seen the trend on the internet. Now let me put you onto something even deeper than that. To even ask the question is gay. To even ask the question is gay. But once again, the younger generation have grown up under more Christianity than the older generation. The older generation was fresh out of civil rights and struggle and knowing that the oppressor is the devil. You get the point? Knowing it. Ain't nobody, if you think, you know who Fred Hampton is?
La, sir.
Okay, just look on your phone, go pull up Fred Hampton. I want you to pull it up, right? So you would now come from that era. And there are a lot of things that would, is we call it, a lot of things that is suffered today. It's suffered today because integration was so successful. So a lot of folly gets accepted today from our people. A lot of folly. You think there was a milk crate challenge in the 60s and 70s? You can imagine just having so much free time and not an oppressor that you'll just go break your back for likes. You found it?
Come on, sir.
Go ahead.
Frederick Allen Hampton was an American activist and revolutionary socialist.
Mm-hmm.
He came to prominence in his late teens and early 20s in Chicago as a deputy chairman of the National Black Panther Party and chair of the Illinois chapter.
Mm-hmm. They done mess up the damn question. I was about to ask you how old was he, but they already said it, and I was so shocked. I only knew his age from the movie Judas and the Messiah. You ever heard of that movie? No problem, brother. No, so you're gonna understand it sooner or later, right? Only after watching the movie I realized how young this brother was. Like this Fred Hampton, the FBI had a whole file on him. They assassinated him. CIA, they all came down together and killed this brother when he was 21. He led one of these, at the time, probably the most powerful black revolution in America. At 21. Fast forward to what, 2020? What do you rather do? Give neck or give your mother? That's where we're at. You understand? He's what, 17, 18?
He was in his late teens.
He's in his late teens and early 20s. I think they killed him at 21. He had a wife and child, had people in command, giving orders, food program, this, security. 21. Today, what you doing? You wearing a bonnet and your pajamas to go for the NFL combine? Huh? Now, I'm not saying this to bang on the younger generation. I'm saying this to show how far we've fallen. And if that's Fred Hampton was in what decade? 60s, 70s?
He was born in the 40s. He died in 69.
69, right? So from 1970, that was the standard for a black man. 20 years old. Today, what do you tell the average young brother? Enjoy yourself, man. Why take life so serious? While Donald Trump go and take a man and his wife out of their country, not out of their home, out of the country. Did you know, brother, these agents read Maduro his Miranda rights? You have the right to remain silent, anything. It's another country, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about? But amongst our young, strong men, what's the question? Would you give to even ask the question is gay? To even ask the question.
Sloppy, sir.
You brothers out there, don't ever ask me that shit. I'm telling you straight up, because the battle I'll have internally is what in the fuck makes you think I will even make a choice? I'll show you what I'll do. I'll show you what I'll do for free. For free, I'll show you what I'll do. Go ahead, Arwadia.
Sir, if I could, that's why they said it was a joint task. That's why they had the DEA, because they charged them being a narco-terrorist.
Brother, they listen, they're gonna lie about every damn thing. Why did they blow the boats up? Tell me, Arwadia.
You said, why did they blow the boats up?
Yeah, before they arrested him, they was blowing up boats. They killed over 100 people on them boats. Why was they blowing the boats up?
I mean,
why did they say? Why did they say they were blowing the boats up?
They said they was getting some rebel, it was kickbacks on it. Like they said they was in a full-fledged fight.
No. There was no fighting on the boats. Go ahead, Nasawan.
Talking about the Venezuela boat?
Yeah.
To stop fentanyl from coming.
They said they were stopping fentanyl. They say, see that boat? Why does the boat have 5 engines? You see them barrels? Ain't no fish in there. It's fentanyl. The charging documents don't have nothing about fentanyl. The charging documents have cocaine because they want to go to Colombia next. Because Colombia, they say, produces cocaine. If you blow the boats up for fentanyl, surely the charging document should say fentanyl. It doesn't say fentanyl because you wasn't blowing the boats up for that. Go ahead.
So, like, sir, the most they found was weed residue.
Listen,
one of the boats came back.
They could have found fentanyl. That shit ain't got nothing to do with oil. You get the point?
Sir.
I'm going to give you another one, Arawadia. Yesterday, the Department of Justice admitted that the, what is it called? The Solis de la something. Some gang, not the Tren de la Agua. There's another gang that said Maduro is more intimately tied with. The Solis de la something. Somebody could look it up.
Cartel.
It's a Cartel de la Solis. I think that's the name of it. The Cartel de la Solis. I don't know what it means. What does that mean? Cartel of the Sons. They say Maduro is affiliated with them. Brother, after the hearing, the Department of Justice of the United States of America admitting there is no gang called the Cartel of the Sons. It was made up. But we asking each other these questions and, doing all this, the challenges. You see the world we're living in? We're going to need a certain type of strength that comes from the Lord. And what the sister is telling her sons here, this comes from the Lord. It's the Holy Spirit on this woman. She didn't have a man to console her and go fight. She don't have a nation to stand up because we done sinned. But even though we done sinned, brother, you should still call the white man the devil to your very last breath. If you Issachar or Ephraim, you should say as blanco hombre es el diablo en la tierra. Say it loud and clear so they understand. You ain't going out. You ain't begging no heathen. What begging some fucking heathen for? I'm better than you, nigga. And the only reason you killing me now is because I sinned. You not stronger. You're not smarter. You're not better. You're not faster. All I had to do is obey God and I'll hang you from, light pole. And it would not be a sin. All I had to do is obey God and I can kick in your door. That's my personal dream. I want to pull up with one of them big Percheon horses, them Clydesdale. Brother, all black, jet black. And kick in that door as soon as that baby born out. She ain't getting to hug that child, brother. Put him in a box with holes and I'm selling to Bukwashia. Bukwashia, how much ever you want, that's what we're wearing. I'm telling you straight up and down. I want to see hope leave her face. That's what I want. I want to see her heart drop as she looks to her man. And well, aren't you going to do something? And he struggles to look at her and be like, well, bitch, I can't do nothing. Because that's what happens with us. Every day. They took Maduro and his wife out. Now, I ain't backing, Maduro or whatever. I don't know what he is in the world. But what'd she do? What did she do? That move is to emasculate him. It's to emasculate him and to drive home the point that he can't protect you. Nobody can. That's your husband, putting both of you all in chains. That's what that's for. Brother, I pray the Lord preserves me for the day for that thing, brother. I'm going to be an absolute nightmare to the heathens.
Salaki, sir.
Okay, 1 second, because that's like Shabbat on up here.
Okay. Go ahead. Now, I just want to know if I could ask young man Lewis, como se dice that's right in Espanol?
Yes. Say that one more time.
ICS?
What did you say?
I said, how do you say that's right in Espanol?
ICS.
ICS.
Listen, you know how I say it? Chingong. Chingue. That's how I say it. Come on, man. You can also say a huevo. That'll work. That'll work. Come on, Kazak.
No, so what you saying is so heavy. And I pray the Lord allow in the kingdom that the Lord give me the power, sir, that when the white woman find out she's pregnant, she despises the white man for even allowing her allowing her to go through what she know was going to take place. Like, how dare you allow me to get pregnant when you know Master Kazak is coming to snatch this little
Kazak, you speaking to my caller. You don't go into the psychology of it, and you so right, because that's what happens with us.
Exactly.
You know, our sisters are so she get pregnant, she start worrying right away. Right. Because our life is oppression. Why she didn't want to, you know, she don't know what the hell to do with this child. Like, she doesn't have a clear path and a vision like the oppressor does. The oppressor could do anything, and they still don't want no children. They're in charge. They're on top. So you so right, Kazak. I listen. I told you I want the power to cast in demons. You're praying to cast demons out of people. I want the power to plague you with demons. I want you to see a black horse and look for me after, like, where is Senor Negro? Master Nigger. He's coming. He's somewhere around. I want to just be popping out from behind the curtain. I got you, bitch. Come on. Let's go. I want to terrorize them because they terrorize us and nobody does anything about it. They all watch. They all watch. Let's keep reading this and then we're done, all right? Is there any more questions? There's a few more? Okay, no sweat. Go ahead.
Verse 30. While she was yet speaking these words, the young man said, "Whom wait ye for? I will not obey the king's commandment."
Brother, that is cold. While she talking these words, the last brother, the youngest one of the seven, he just watched all his older brothers die. Horrible deaths. You got to go read it. It's really rough to read. These heathens are absolutely cruel. And it's like their cruelty doubles or triples when it comes to us. They don't seem to have that cruelty for each other. But when it comes to us, they're willingly, horribly cruel. He watched it all. And he turned around to the king and said, "What the hell you waiting for? I'm right here." Oh, brother. God damn. That's some heart. He has some heart with him. Go ahead. Go ahead, Ak. You might be muted. Is he on? Are you frozen?
Slack, what verse were we at?
30.
30 pound. I got it. 2 Maccabees 7 and verse 30.
Mm-hmm.
While she was yet speaking these words, the young man said, "Whom wait ye for?
Mm-hmm.
I will not obey the king's commandment, but I will obey the commandment of the law that was given unto our fathers by Moses."
Go ahead.
"And thou that hast been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews shall not escape the hands of God."
Right. He's saying, you who has been the author, the origin of any mischief that came against the Israelites, you will not escape God's judgment. And that's something that you should teach your young, you should teach your the children as young as they could learn. Teach them, teach your, the young women that any issue you having in life, blame the white man first. Blame him first. It's his fault. It's always his fault. The Bible says it. It says it right here. Read that last part again.
"And thou that hast been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews."
Did it say some?
And all mischief against the Hebrews.
Did it say, well, we do some of these things to ourselves. Black people kill black people too.
All mischief against the Hebrews.
Everything wrong in your life, the white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. You having problems with your rib, or sisters, you having problems with your Lord. The arguments you all getting into, it's not you all arguing with each other. You arguing with your rib, she can't get it. Brother, you are arguing with the TV. You're arguing with the radio. Because she's repeating what she's hearing. She's repeating what Pastor said, what Oprah said, what Gail said, what Steve Harvey said on his relationship advice. That's who you're arguing with. You're not arguing with her. You arguing with what the oppressor allows into your house. Go ahead, sis. Hold on. Give her the mic real quick, all right?
What actually is this book? Why do you study this?
The Apocrypha is part of the Bible, right? Go ahead.
I thought it was the part I wasn't supposed to read.
Who told you that? A white man. That's who told you. The devil.
I have a Bible that has
the Apocrypha in it.
Yeah, but I was always taught like you don't read that.
You don't read that. Now you see why. Listen, and I was about to say it when we started this. The Apocrypha, you read the Apocrypha, it's crystal clear why they removed it from the Bible. So clear. Because the whole Apocrypha is about why are we oppressed by these heathens? Why are they killing us and us rising back up against them? That part has to be removed because it's going to give them too much in their spirit. The Apocrypha is part of the original King James Bible. It's right between the Old Testament and the New Testament. If you get a King James 1611, you could buy a King James Bible, but it doesn't come with the Apocrypha. You get a King James 1611, a replica from the year it was actually the translation was complete. It will have the Apocrypha in it. See, the sister have it. Sis, you that's one. You could pass it forward here. Let me just show everybody on camera who may not know. Appreciate that out. Right? You get a 1611 edition. Right? You have the Old Testament in it. Right? And this is how the language is because it's a replica from when the translation was completed. Right? So it looks like this on the inside. You understand? You struggle to read a regular King James. This one here, brother, you gotta go watch Shakespeare. You gotta go watch Julius Caesar to read this one. And right in the middle, this is after Psalms, after Jeremiah. Hold on. Right after, I think Jeremiah, after Zechariah, I believe. Right after Zechariah is the Apocrypha starts. And from Esdras all the way to, what's this, Baruch or Second Maccabees?
Second Maccabees.
All the way to Second Maccabees. Right after Second Maccabees is Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, I believe. It's right there. And if this is the Apocrypha, throw out for this too. The Apocrypha is, if you've heard about the Sadducees and the Pharisees in the times of Christ, how did they come into power? Did they ever teach you that in church? No, that's in the Apocrypha. The Sadducees and Pharisees was really Israelites who took on the culture of the Romans and married it with Israelite culture. So it was like pseudo-Judaism. And they were the religious rulers of the day. And they ruled over Israel, but like how Creflo and them would rule. And the Sadducees and Pharisees really are descendants from the Maccabees who fought the Greeks. But over time, they became soft. They probably asked that question to their peers in that day. Would you sell out the kingdom for something or do something? And they became the religious leaders who was weak over Israel. The whole history, they was very gay. You understand? So the Apocrypha is absolutely, let me tell you something. Anything somebody tells you don't read, go read it. Just go read it. What can happen? What's the worst that can happen? Just read it. Just read it and come and ask all your questions. That's it. Just read it if you want to. So you sitting there with a whole book. The book is in here. You probably put tape on the Apocrypha. Don't ever open this thing here. This thing is the Ouija board. See, you get to Zechariah. Whoop, this is don't look, turn the page. Back to Matthew. Whew, that was a close one. Christianity is, listen, Captain Yagawa, that's my nigga, boy. He had a saying, Christianity is not only satanic, it's idiotic. It's very stupid. Like, what is he even talking about? I can't read this? For why? What happens if I read it? Would Satan come up out of me? What happens? Yeah, go read it. Go read it. Go read it and bring all your questions here and, get them answered. Go ahead. The King James Version is the closest translation to the Dead Sea Scrolls, which was the most recent find of the original collection of books, in Hebrew and in Greek and Latin. The King James is the closest, is damn near word for word translation from the original Hebrew scrolls, also called the Dead Sea Scrolls. Everything else is a bastardization of the King James. It's watered down. They say things differently, and it gives it a different meaning. Right? Go ahead.
Isn't the Apocrypha only in the King James? Like, there's no other.
Okay, there are other versions of it. Yeah, because Captain Ash had a Spanish Bible before, and everything in it was a little bit off, and they had the Apocrypha. So there are other versions, but just make sure it's King James 1611, not New King James, just King James version 1611 or King James version. Go ahead. You have the mic? Okay, go ahead.
The one I have is not King.
The Apocrypha you have?
Yeah.
Okay, let's double check it and see. Or you could bring it in, the brother could look at it and let you know. All right, and then you could just find where the sister bought hers and get us throw that in the trash. You know, it's just, you know, it's, I'll keep it. You might find use for it. You know what I mean? It could, you know, the bed might be unbalanced, put it under the bed. You might need fire one day. You might need something for the fire. All right. What we was holding? We good to go with this? Was we finished?
Kind of, sir.
All right, so you could go ahead and read it on. All right, I ain't gonna eat up no more of the time, but it's insane to see where we will. So Elazar, I would go through what we read in Ecclesiasticus 38 first. I would explain to her reincarnation is real. She hasn't lost a son, and then I would show her how we come back, and I'll show her how strong our young men used to be. And we didn't kill each other, but we fought against people who would kill us. Get it? When I would give her good courage and let her know her son gonna be back, and we're gonna work hard to build the kingdom. And I would offer her the opportunity to help us build the kingdom for her son's sake. You want to honor somebody who you love that's dead and gone. After you mourn for them, it's two things to do. Let them go. Just let them go. Don't erect a shrine in your house and every day, hey grandpa, how you doing today? Don't do that shit. This nigga gone. He's gone. Let him go. If you remember him randomly, fine. But don't, you know what today is? It's Grandpa Jojo's birthday. Let's save a seat for him at the table. For what? Ain't nobody there. What is he talking about? Let him go. He's gone. Don't go to the cemetery after. He's not in the ground. The Bible says his spirit goes to the Lord. His body goes to where it came from. It returns to the dust. That's just his body. His spirit is with the Lord. He's gonna be back. Don't worry about that thing. Don't worry about that thing. You want to go clean the headstone just for the sake of honor and respect? Fine. But don't go and sit there and open up Cokes. And I brought one for you. I know you like a diet. You're bugging. You're tripping. There's nobody there. Don't do that to yourself. Let them go, number one. Number two, come help us build the kingdom for when they come back.
Right.
You're busy talking to them. They're waiting to come back. That shouldn't help it. Just let them go. They don't live. They go on your mourn. No problem. This is the other thing. I'm going to come to you, Bukwash. This is the other thing, especially for somebody who loses children. If you have the ability to, go make more. Go make more. A man's sperm is what? 300 million? A woman has how many countless scores of eggs? Mourn them. Give them the right sending off as a soldier or as a princess. Do the burial right. Mourn for them. Do a party like what we do. We don't just sit around in all black. We usually have food and we tell jokes about, remember when Ricky did so-and-so? I remember when John did, oh man, he was wild as shit, man. Yeah, I'm gonna miss John, man. Yeah, me too. And you mourn for a time and you move on. And when the grief has left you, go make more children. Go make more. You think whoever left you wanted you to be sad and depressed and never have joy again? Go make more. If you can't make more, there's many things you can do. I could tell you what you could do. You could come in here. If you reach the point in life where you can't physically make more children, you could come in here and be a mother to some young brother or sister who does not have a mother. And you could be happy again. You see how much of you all looking after this boy? I try to teach the class because like every time Zabala one move, the sisters is like in sync. He do something cute, Kazak. They all smile. Oh, you telling me you can't find joy again if you lose somebody? There's somebody coming in with children. Israelites making children every day. We listen. We in the time where the sun's setting at 4 o'clock. You know what that means? If you're Israelite, you know exactly what the hell that means. You could be clean for class, nigga.
That's right.
You could get in every day. Wait till summertime. That sunset 8:30. You like, nah. Listen, not tonight. I gotta be clean for class tomorrow. Right now, somebody making children. Now you're gonna see the post round about mid-February, early March. You're gonna see the little sonogram, the gray sonogram picture. Guess what, y'all? I ain't surprised. That's what you should do. Don't waste the code. The code is there for a reason. Go ahead, Bakwash.
Concert. Okay, so you when you said don't set something out for the dead, they're not there. There's a custom usually, particularly in Judah, they pour a little out for the homies. Is that frowned upon?
Okay, it's not our culture. It's not our culture to pour a drink out for whoever because they're not there. You get the point? It's pouring their portion on the ground. Because why you pouring their portion on the ground? Because they're dead and gone. So you're giving them their share, right? Are they dead and gone?
No, it's sweet.
So why are you giving their share to the ground? Why are you pouring out some for the dead homies? The homies is alive. They're just not with you right now. You understand? It's the knowledge from Christianity that they're dead and gone, so you give them their share. Them niggas is coming back. I'm going to keep coming together with the rest of the homies in celebration of y'all, but we going to drink again. I ain't pouring your shit on the ground, man. I'm going to hold your cup for you in the spirit. You get the point? I'm going to hold it for you in the spirit. You don't have to pour it on the ground. Now, that just comes from the world, what we see on TV. You understand? That's where that comes from, but it doesn't, it's not that. Go ahead.
Salaki, sir. With the leaving stuff out on that topic, would that could be considered like a sacrifice to this person, like giving them a drink, leaving food out for them?
It's not a sacrifice as much as it's trying to say this in the most respectful way. It's a waste of time and energy. It's nothing. It's vanity. It's really you prolonging your therapy. Right? Anybody who ever been to therapy, sometimes you done went through the exercises. So, like, was anybody online holding on something? One of y'all wanted to say something? Or you're good to go? Right. Sometimes you go through the therapy and the therapist say you good to go. But you don't develop a relationship with having somebody to talk to. So next week you had to invent a problem for this to continue. You understand? And that's what all you're doing. It's like a therapy you going through where you have to take care of this person. You keep their room a certain way. You had to put a picture. I told you all, I ain't going to say it. It's a lot. I knew somebody who was trying to court a sister in the world. The sister rode motorcycles. The brother one day saw one of her bikes. And on the, I don't know what that part is called. I call it the chest. But it's because it's right in the middle. She has a picture of a woman. So the brother asked the sister, well, who's this? Oh, that's my mom. She rides with me all day. The sister is not any truth. I got just understand that. The brother, he went for counsel and like she can't let go. Like you getting with her and mommy. She has pictures all over. She couldn't let go of the mother. She was so grief stricken. She couldn't let go. And that's a stage you're gonna have to get to. You're gonna have to let that person go. The Lord done, what did Christians say? The Lord done call this one home. If they could Lord call them home, who the hell is you calling them back? Just let them go, man. Just don't afflict yourself. Don't cause, and that's another thing. You could get you could form trauma bonds, even in death. You could just get so in love with the emotion of feeling hurt You just constantly hurt yourself. Constantly hurt yourself. The person is dead. Grieve, let them go. Carry on with your life. Look for the new joy. Get a new child. You lost a brother, there's thousands of brothers in this school. Pick one, pick 10 to be a brother too. You lost a sister, there's sisters in this school up and down and sideways. Pick one to be a sister too. You could go and build your family versus mourning for one that's gone. There's a family right here waiting and accepting new members all the time. You don't have to live in depression anymore. Don't sweat. Just help it out if they need it. You don't have to live in depression anymore. You get the point? You don't have to live in that, that thing that binds you up. You could be free. All right?
So like if I may too.
Please come on with it.
And what you're bringing out is so heavy. I remember when I came into the school as a young officer, I called myself trying to talk to a sister in the world. And I remember I went to her house and it was a smell. I could smell it, but I couldn't place what it was. And then I walked into one of her rooms and I seen she had like a wooden like a nightstand right when you walk through the door. And on the nightstand, she had the pictures of all her dead family members. And then she had a bunch of candles and then a bowl of fruit. And the goddamn fruit is going bad with fruit flies. And I'm like, that's what I'm smelling. And I'm like, I was like, yo, what the hell is this? And she's like, this is me remembering my ancestors. And I was like, so what's the fruit for? She was like, I bring them the fruit, so they can have something to eat, or I forgot, she's some bugged out nonsense. And then come to find out she was getting high because of the severe sadness of she couldn't let them go. But it's like, well, you got a whole damn near altar in here for them. Of course you can't let them go. And it's like, it was directly related to her getting high, the sadness of her constantly trying to remember and the whole setup and everything. Needless to say, I got the hell up out of there immediately.
Run, nigga, run.
He was like, hold up, listen, I'm gonna go get some fresh fruit for you. I'll be right back. Stay right here. And it's so backwards because she had a real life person right there who was willing to love her. But she can't experience that because of holding on to somebody. The dead people can't tell you thanks for the fruit. They can't say thank you for this. They can't give you a hug. Let them go, move on. They're going to be back. They're going to be back. It's a sad thing they're gone, but they're gone. They're gone. Let me ask you something. Which one of you, Lord forbid, we'd have to bury? Would you want your sons and daughters or husbands or wives or brothers or sisters to not be able to move on and build a memorial for you and just fall into the depression? Would you want that if you die? I don't think they would want to die then. Be brotherly. Let them go. Let them go and be healthy. Now, this sister here, she, spoiling fruit, damn near worshiping, and she can't, move on and make children and be happy and raise somebody up because she's broken. Don't do it to yourself. It's just horrible to do. Go ahead.
Not to mention, she got fruit flies just everywhere.
But I was trying to be sympathetic. I think I done set the mood. Everybody was like, all right, cut here, let everybody go. Shafat come with the Martin Lawrence. But she got flies everywhere. That too. The flies is horrible. You get the point? All right, go ahead.
I wonder if I could get a breakdown on something. You ready, sir?
Please, come on.
The book of Deuteronomy 28 and 67.
28 and 67. Let me get that. Any other questions online? Deuteronomy 23 and 7. All right, go ahead. So 28 and 67 and Deuteronomy 23 and 7. Hold on, that 23 and 7 sound familiar. Is that a brother in his school or that's a heckler?
No, that's a brother.
Okay, that's fine. I got you. No sweat. I got you. No one. I think he's asking because he get a question from some idiot. That's usually an idiot question. Not a stupid question, but an idiot is asking the question. Usually. All right. Which one you want? You want that one first, Shapat?
Whichever order, sir.
Go ahead. Let me grab yours.
Come, Carl, sir.
All right.
I got it. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 67. In the morning, thou, Salaki, in the morning, thou shalt, Salaki, thou shalt say, Salaki.
Come on with it. Come on.
Thou shalt say, with God, it were even.
Mm-hmm.
And at even, thou shalt say, with God, it were morning.
Let me try to catch up to you. Hold on. Deuteronomy 28
and 67. Sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Come, Carl. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 67. In the morning, thou shalt say.
Start at 66.
Come, Carl, sir. Verse 66. And thy life shall bring in
Salhan. You want somebody else to read it for you?
Come, Carl.
Somebody pick it up for the brother, all right? No sweat, ain't no sweat.
No, I got it, sir.
Go ahead. 9:15. So what? Go ahead, Leviathan.
And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee.
Mm-hmm.
And thou shalt fear day and night, and shalt have none assurance of thy life.
No, that's our life today.
Right.
That's, you ain't sure if you're coming back home or if you're even able to leave home. You just living in fear, constant fear. And we've perfected living in fear. We make it look like it's not even a problem. Like it's, we just going through it and it's normal and whatever. And Sally gets shot in Minnesota and all of a sudden the cops is too violent. Nobody said that with Philando Castile. They said he shouldn't have been reaching. You remember that? He had his license. He wasn't no criminal. They blew him away because the cop was so scared. That's our life every day. What she drove off because she thought she was a white woman. She thought, surely this blonde hair and blue eyes, they'll never hurt it. If that was somebody black, is they driving off? And they'll think twice about that shit. They'll think twice about that thing. I was telling Kazak earlier, a few years ago, there's a brother in Maryland who was trying to flee a scene and the state trooper jumped in front because he's leaving. And according to the law, he was supposed to stop. He ran over the trooper. I don't think he made it to trial. I think they got him in prison. They got him while he was waiting. They put him in some room and he was dead the next day. And that's just that. You get the point? We know not to do it. You understand? Like he did it when nobody was there. They jumped in front of him. That's how that happened. But on a regular basis, we know not to. They're right there in front of you. We ain't running over nobody. She did it because she thought she's a white woman. She could do whatever, stop and yell at them or whatever it is and not pay a consequence. And really, she shouldn't have to. But she did it because she doesn't live like this. She's not under the curses. You get the point? She doesn't have a fear of, what could happen. And she did it and she was executed for it. Right? Go ahead.
67. In the morning, thou shalt say, would God it were even.
Mm-hmm.
And at even thou shalt say, would God it were morning.
Mm-hmm.
For the fear of thy heart wherewith thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thy eyes which thou shalt see.
You getting it now or not yet?
I tried to break this down last night. So
No sweat, but you get it now?
I was saying that basically, because of all of these curses, like you wishing that the morning was gone, to the night, and then the night you wish the night was gone.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
But how does that look like today?
You want to die? No.
But they didn't say you're wishing for death. This year, you probably had to either go through it or know somebody who done gone through it to experience this. Come on, Kazak, I'm gonna come table question.
So, I think Officer Warrior was trying to speak, sir.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
If I could, sir, I could tell you, I go through this all the time. And while I'm at work during the day, I can't wait for the day to be over. at night when I'm in my best thinking, I'm thinking about all these bills. I gotta get back to work tomorrow.
Listen, that's true. That happens, but there's something else that's a little bit worse than that one, warrior.
If I may, sir.
Go ahead, because you want to say something?
Yeah, Kawaka, sir.
All right, go ahead.
That's like I said, this sounds like depression right here, sir. This is depression.
Absolute, total depression. Right? I'm gonna come to you. Let me get Bukwash. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I was experiencing that in boot camp.
He was like, "What the fuck am I doing here?"
Concert.
What was you doing in the morning time?
Everything they told me to do.
I got it. But if they wasn't telling you nothing, what would you do? If there was nothing to do, you had free time, what would you do?
Try to stay out their way.
You try to stay out their way. All right, no sweat. I'll take that. Hold on, I'm coming to Shapat.
Salaki. So was I off when I was explaining because all of this comes after all of the curses that it just named down?
Don't think it's because of all the curses. Just think this is a reaction. The curse is a list, but it's not a chronological list.
Right.
It's just you're gonna go through this. Go ahead.
Because I was saying we also going through it today.
Exactly.
So if I may, I was just saying like waiting for the evening to the morning, like you trying you can't wait for the evening to come because you're tired of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's somebody who's tired of the oppression and the slavery and having a slave. This here goes a little bit deeper than that. It covers that.
Right.
But this thing here is more what Kazak is saying. Kazak, you want to give it a little more? Or Slaki, go ahead, young brother. 1 second. Go ahead, young brother.
Slaki, sir. Like I want to answer your question, like what does it look like? And for me, like whenever it's the daytime, I'm just laying in my bed soaking, like scrolling my thumbs through Twitter, trying to distract myself from what I got going on. And then at night, like I'm just laying in my bed and I can't sleep and I'm waiting for it to be morning again.
You on it. You definitely on it. Yeah, I mean, don't worry. I got work for you. Don't worry about it. In a minute, you're gonna be missing that bed. Ask Kazak, ask a warrior, ask Kazak, ask Bukwash. I don't care if it's 1:45. I send that text. Yeah, listen, I send the text that I get. One of the generals call, hey, if you're up, call me at your convenience. That's General Hyman. He laid it out real diplomatic for you. At your convenience. Call me Babu Kusha. It's work to do. Go ahead, Kazak.
Kawakan, so this is like you kind of have to experience it to understand it, which is our life. Like this is not wanting to wake up.
That's it.
Like I know my old life in the world. This was my life. It was not wanting to wake up, and then while you up, it's just you don't want to be in the where you are. You don't want to be in the moment, in the time that you're in. It's just like maybe life will be better. It's okay. Let's get to the nighttime. Did the nighttime get here? And it's okay. Let's get to the morning. It's not better.
That's exactly it. It's not like you don't want to be here like suicidal.
Right.
You don't want to be in this thing.
Right.
So you sleep all day. But when you get up from sleeping all day, how are you? Tired. And then you up all night. You lay down to sleep. Damn, you get to sleep. And then you sleep all night and you wake up the next day and you're tired. This is depression. This is where you ever see somebody who is homeless that is a fully functioning person. They may have a place they could go, but they just rather stay right there in that spot. Sleep. They're done. That's this. This is massive depression. That's what this is right here. And it's one of the curses of the Bible. It's one of the curses. The will to do anything is just gone from you because of how life is. And you just, in the morning, you can't wait for the night. In the night, you can't wait for the morning. It also covers the regular going to your slave and, man, I'm on this job. I can't wait for 5 o'clock. I can't wait for 5. It covers that. But it also is that other thing where it's like everybody done had a relative, or you probably went through it yourself, where the days turn into weeks so fast because really you not really here. You done check the fuck up. And that comes from oppression. That don't come from nothing else. That comes from oppression. That's what that is. All right. So that's for Shapat, what he wanted. All right. Go ahead.
You want me to read? This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23, verse 7. Thou shalt not abhor an Edomite, for he is thy brother. Thou shalt not abhor an Egyptian, because thou was a stranger in his land.
All right. And this is no one asking this. He wants a breakdown or he has a specific question on it. A general breakdown. Deuteronomy 23 and 7, right? All right. Usually when you get asked this question, it's somebody who combed the Bible for one precept where the Lord said, don't hate the oppressor, right? Don't abhor an Edomite. So they're saying, they're really trying to tell you, saying the white man is the devil is against the Bible. You're supposed to love the oppressor. And you wrong. And it's usually because they either have a heathen mother or in love with some nasty heathen. Really, it's just them two. That they have a heathen mother or they have some heathen spouse, right? And they want to guilt you into not saying the white man is the devil anymore. All right, so let's get this down. 27, 20, what is this? 27, 28? Where we at? 23 and 7, Salaki. Deuteronomy 23 and 7, all right? Thou shalt not abhor an Edomite. So, according to the Bible, we wrong, right? Class dismissed, you'll go love Esau, kiss him in the mouth. Right? Just go give him a big hug and a wet kiss and tell him God loves you. I was wrong. That's not what this is saying. Okay, let me just ask you, what is this saying? Who want to take a crack at it? Go ahead.
Salakia.
Hold on, I'm gonna come to you, Shah. Go ahead, Nasa1.
Salakia, sir. Is this saying don't go do anything to them?
You on to it for sure. That's damn near what it is. Go ahead, Shah. Trinidad, you on?
I'm going to.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, like, if you come into a door, right, and you see a white man with he groceries or something, right, and you realize he hadn't fully, just open the door for him. You don't know who he is, who he against, but you don't play a blind and say, hey, look, a white man coming, and you're going your way. Just open the door.
No, you can go your way out. You ain't got to do that shit. I would free you from that thing. I would have you freed from that thing, brother. You could go your way out. You could do the thing, or you could open the door. That's really inconsequential. You could do it. You could not do it. You could hold the door for him or not hold the door. Whatever, nigga. It's not neither here nor there. But it's more so what it's in the spirit. What he's saying is right. Where you don't seek to harm him because of something. You don't seek to harm him, which is what that hate is. Hate is like love, a loving action. It's the wab, Shapat. They're good to go. It's the wab. Hate is like a loving action, right? It's not like hate and love is an action. How do you know if somebody loves you? By what they say? Say it again.
Their action.
Their action. So somebody could say, I love you, I love you, I love you. That doesn't mean they love you. So then, if I say the white man is the devil, does that mean I hate him? It doesn't mean that. Actions is what dictate if it's love or if it's hate. You get the point? Now, does the white man hate us? How you know that? Did he say? Did he tell you that? Did he call you on the phone? Did he send you a text? He gives the stimulus check, right? How many of y'all waiting on that stimmy? I've waiting on that stimmy since November. Trump, come on, man. What the fuck you doing? You told me 2,000. You told me 2,000. What you doing? You paid for them niggas to go take Maduro. I can't get my stimmy yet. What's going on? You're lying to me. You don't love me. If you love me, you wouldn't lie to me. And that's what sisters say. You don't love me. You don't lie. If you love me, you wouldn't lie to me, Trump. Right, go ahead. Who are they on? Go ahead.
Salakia, sir. I actually had the definition of abhor.
Come on with it.
Regard with disgust and hatred.
Regard with disgust and hatred. Now, if I regard you with disgust and hatred, how do you prove that?
Through your actions, sir.
It has to be through your actions. It's not through words. It's not through words. It's through your actions. Your actions is what dictates if I regard you with disgust or hatred, right? Your actions, not what you say, but what you do. You understand? This precept here is talking about taking action against the white man. It's a protection for him. And it's the same thing from the garden with Cain, where he said anybody who avenges Cain will be avenged sevenfold, right? The punishment for doing something to the white man, the Bible says, will be done to you 7 times over, which is why most people, they see a white man, they don't touch him. A white man could run through, what's the hottest part of DC right now? Say again?
Hottest.
Meaning, you know, like how you had Barry Farms and the quarters.
Okay.
Let's say that. He can go walk down there at 2 o'clock in the morning. Nobody will do him nothing. Brother, I saw a video today. Slurky. You know that weatherman from New York who does the dances?
Awesome.
He'd find his ass up there in something Heights, Park Heights in Baltimore, doing a dance in some alley behind a wall. Nigga, I know if I go up there in Park Heights in Baltimore, I'm gonna have a fucking problem. Yeah, where you from, sir? DC. What? How is he able to do it? It's just ingrained in us to know you can't touch him. You can't do that to him. This, if anything, was protection for the oppressor. This really justifies what we say because we don't abhor him. We don't do nothing to him. We do nothing to him. We serve him. We serve him when we don't want to serve him. We fight in his military when we don't want to fight in his military. We cook his food. We is his entertainment. And he still murders us. This is the proof that it's justified to say the white man is the devil. Because we have a commandment saying don't harm him, and we don't harm him. We obey it. But he's a bastard. Go ahead, Art.
It's like my makes the opposite of being love. You know, so I had the precept of saying that love is an action.
Come on with it.
Come on, the book of 1 John, 2 John, verse 6.
Go ahead, that's a good one.
I'm God, sir. And this is love.
Right, this is the book of 2 John, verse 6. Go ahead.
That we walk after his commandments.
Go read from the top.
Come on, the book of 2 John, verse 6. And this is love.
And this is love. It's going to tell you what love is. Go ahead.
That we walk after his commandments.
Go ahead.
This is the commandment. That as ye have heard from the beginning, ye should walk in it.
Does it say? It doesn't say undo them. It doesn't say undo them there. You should walk in it, meaning you're going to have to do what the commandments say. It's an action. So if you hate him, you're going to have to do something that's an action. If anything, the Edomite has hated us. He has abhorred us. He has taken action. He's taken crafty counsel. He's passed laws to destroy us, which is leg with the thing, all right? He's passed laws to destroy us. He's passed laws to destroy our children. He's taken action against us. We do not abhor him. He abhors us. You get the point? He absolutely abhors us. That would be a breakdown. There's another precept for this.
If I could, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
If I could comment on it also, let me so would it be Tawab to say on this topic? Would it be Tawab to say that the Lord also gave us that order so that we could remain innocent in this conflict?
Absolutely, Ak. Absolutely. Listen, the precept says, "Thou shalt not abhor an Edomite, for he is thy brother." The white man is your brother.
Right.
Brother man, brother man. That is your brother. Jacob and Esau were brothers. They were twins. We actually closer related to him than some Hamite. He is our brother. Any father would tell their brother, don't beat up your brother. Don't give him no problems. But Esau is not obeying God. He's not obeying the Lord. He's harming us. Go ahead.
Yes, like I said, I think you just answered because I was going to say, does that on the reverse side make it worse for Esau, because if the Lord is telling us do not abhor him because he is your brother,
right?
What does that mean when it's time for Esau to be judged? Because it's gonna be like, well, you did this to your brother.
Oh, absolutely. Obadiah answers that. Obadiah, the whole chapter answers it. I think it says it in there. Give me that verse. Give me the exact verse. Obadiah. Turn to the book of Obadiah. It's for the sister in the back. It's not in the Apocrypha, so you can read it. All right. She hear Obadiah. She's looking on Amazon for the holy water. Obadiah is not in the Apocrypha. It's safe to read tonight. Don't even worry about it. You know, you're not gonna fall into the fifth dimension with the ghouls. You ain't gonna go where Vecna is in Stranger Things. I'm just teasing you, sis. All right, give me Obadiah.
Obadiah chapter 1, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee.
Right, Nawanyala, this is a good comeback for that. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob. Did it say because of what the white man said about us? Read it.
For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
Did it say because of how he felt? How he felt about, black people and black people this and black people that, and you're chimping out and you're a bunch of monkeys. Did it say he's going to be punished for what he said?
For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
For the action he took against us. Do not abhor an Edomite is telling us don't take no action against the oppressor. Don't do it. He's your brother. Don't take no action against him. I'll deal with it like any parent would say. Parent come home and the kids fighting and they can't get, don't worry, I'll sort him out. You don't do nothing. I'll sort this one out. Go and chill in your room. I'll sort that shit out. And they go up there and they tear that tail up, and the child who getting beaten will say, what? But why is this happening? For what you did to your brother. That's what this is about. All right. Go ahead, Awarium.
Shame shall cover thee. And thou shalt be cut off forever.
For what?
Forever.
Thou shalt be cut off forever. So you mean if I can hold my peace and let this devil do what he wants and don't touch him, one day, like Captain Egarov used to say, one day you tell your children about a white man and they will not believe you. Who knows why they wouldn't believe you? Sis? Come on. Why would your children one day not believe you about the white man? Come on, pass on the mic if you're all good. Huh? I don't care. She's like, I didn't raise my hand. Like that's your immunity. I don't care. I called you. I'm raising your hand for you. Go ahead. What would you tell your children? If it says one day he will be cut off forever. One day you tell your children this man went to the moon. This man had electric cars. He had a spaceship. He had a nuclear weapon. He had drones that could fly itself. He had planes the size, brother. If you see a stealth bomber, you will run. If you see a stealth bomber in real life, you would be like, what in the fuck is that shit? It's so huge. But the Bible said he's going to be cut off forever. You're raising your hand. Hold on. Let me get the one who didn't want to raise her hand. Come on. You're in this class now. You next to sis. Then you right there. You looking around at her like, shit, that he called you. I'm going to involve you all in this class tonight. You're going to realize we all won. Come on. What would you tell your children at that point? They're going to be like, shit. You're going to tell them about how the amazing things this white man did. And they'll be like, who are you talking about? What would you tell them?
Honestly, I don't.
No sweat. Ain't no sweat. Come on. You go ahead, sis. You have time to think. You have time. What would you tell your children as you telling them about this oppressor who did so great things? What would you say to them? Like if they said, well, I don't believe you. She's like, keep that mic. She's like, I ain't want to answer. I'm gonna give you up a time. Say, go ahead. You had something you want to say?
No.
No sweat. This is what you'll tell them. Let's go down to what's the
Smithsonian.
Let's go down to the Smithsonian. It's gonna be named something else flyer than that, by that time. It's gonna be named the Boquashmonium, something like that. Boquash does the history class on Monday. Right? The Boquash Wa Barakmonium, because him and Barak do the history class, and they're gonna go down to a street called 14th and Biblical Constitution, where all the museums is at. And you're gonna say, come see the man. And they're gonna be looking around, and then you're gonna point in a glass case somewhere, and you're gonna see a man like this. And gonna be a white man. Long hair, and you're gonna tell your children, yeah, he used to rule the world, and they'll not believe you because he's gonna be cut off forever. He's not going to be around anymore. I know Venezuela would love to hear this scripture. I know the tribe of Asher right now would love to hear. There's a time coming where this devil ain't going to be around no more. And I think he knows it. You also saw the footage when they said, Trump, what you going to heaven? He said, oh no, I don't think I'm going to heaven. He said, I'm in heaven right now on this Air Force One. I think he full out knows his time is short, which is why he's so cruel. Which is why it's good for us to know our time is not going to be short. It's going to be long rulership. Because before they get cut off, they're going into slavery. They're going to build us our kingdom like we built theirs, and then they could just fuck off. Go ahead,
Doc, you know I got a precept.
Come on.
Come, sir. Book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
There's going to come a time when the white man going to be brought down so low. You see, right now, they talk about Trump. I heard one of them analysts say that Trump just has an intimidating presence and persona because he's supposedly tall, average tall. He's a big type of dude, and he talks tough. But there's going to come a time where he will shrivel. Maybe not him per se, but whoever is in charge is going to shrivel because they would have lost all their power and all their might. And anybody who sees them and hears the story, they're going to narrowly look upon them. You know what narrowly look upon you mean? You know, when you see somebody and the shit don't look right and you kind of squint your eyes like, this nigga? They're going to look. You're going to tell your children about this nigga went to the moon and he had a stealth bomber and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, what? This dude? They that see thee will narrowly look upon thee. Go ahead.
Come, and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
They're going to look at him and they're going to be like, pops, moms, I love you, but you trying to tell me this nigga ran the earth? You tripping. This nigga? Him. God damn. Give 1 second, huh? Go ahead.
Come. That did shake kingdoms.
You say he shook kingdoms? He's the one that made people tremble? People in Venezuela watch an interview. A sister in Venezuela says she can't sleep since Saturday. Because the bombs were so loud. She didn't know it was that loud. She can't sleep since Saturday. It's just, she think every time she fall asleep, another bomb gonna drop. She can't sleep. A time gonna come and he gonna be a vagabond. Oh shit, that's what you're laughing at. Because she gonna find an Israelite to put up there. You gotta pull up Westbrook. And you say, what? You gotta pull up that nigga. You pull up the Hamite tag. You get the Hamite fame in this class. Right? You'll get the point any morning? Or we good to go?
Nah, sir.
No sweat. Go ahead, young brother. Quickly. And then before we go, give me hold on. Revelation 13. Let's line that up. So I promise you tonight, so if you have a problem, you can get up and leave. If you had a roll, you'll go ahead and roll. But we're gonna run straight till close to that time. All right, go ahead.
Salakia, sir. Kids gonna be taking their parents to counsel because they're gonna think we lying.
Listen, they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose the council. I can tell you that much. Like the white man has a future of being a boogeyman like Bigfoot. Nobody is going to believe he ever existed. Nobody is going to believe he was ever great and powerful and did anything. You ever see like there was once a time where people would question Larry Bird. People would be like, him? He can play basketball? That dude? Nah. It's going to be down there like that. It's going to be like that thing. I think we done passed it, Bukwash. Yeah, that'll be quicker than that shit. That'll be quicker than that. Exactly. They're going to look like what? Like that nigga ruled? Impossible. All right, where we at now? Give me Revelation 13 real quick, all right?
So like it, sir, if I may. Just a piggyback. I mean, it's not hard to understand if whatever we bring up about who we are according to the Bible, and the world mock laughs at us like, you niggas could not be like, okay, I made a posting my fro, and I said, this is the same hair Jesus had, and you should see the comments and the laughs from these devils. Like, nigga, you're crazy. Jesus Christ could have never been black.
Listen,
like, there's no way you niggas are God's chosen people. Like it's unbelievable.
It's absolutely unbelievable, and it's biblical. It's because again, when we get to this one at all, like, give me 1 minute. Give me the Apocrypha. Give me the strangeness of the salvation. Oh, you have it?
I got it.
All right, where you at? Ezra 13?
5 and 2, sir.
Second Ezra or first?
No, Wisdom of Solomon.
Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 2. Read it real quick. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 2. All right. Go ahead. You want to take it? You could go ahead and read it if you have it or not.
No, I got it right now, sir.
All right. No, so you can let him read it up. Let him read it. Pass it to him. Let him read it up.
Gotta keep it plugged up. Go ahead, got the phone.
Yeah, I know. Keep it plugged up. Listen, this ain't got no plug in it. Got no outlet. 200 volt, 400 volt, no power. I can still read. Still read this thing.
Wisdom of Solomon 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all they looked for.
Yeah, when they see Christ come, they are going to be troubled at his sight, because it's going to be so far from what they looked for, because they're looking for Caesar. Y'all see Caesar? Where's Caesar at? They're looking for this sodomite to come from the sky. They're looking for him. When that chariots come and then what they call UFOs or spaceships come, they think this is coming out of the sky. And they're going to look and see a nigga like Kazakh. And a grill. And gold teeth. And, hip-hop playing. Whatever song. I don't know. It's going to be rough. And they're going to be like, how is... They would not be able to compute that this is Christ. Keep reading.
And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves.
Listen, they're going to repent and groan for anguish of spirit. Their heart going to be hurt. They're going to be so hurt that a black man has so much power. Go ahead.
This was he whom had sometimes in derision.
This is he whom we had sometimes in derision. Go ahead.
This was he whom he had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach.
They're going to look at us and say, you see the verse before where it says, in anger, they're gonna be repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit. They're going to fall to their knees and tremble and be like, nigga, these niggas. Because in times past, they would just mock us. You monkeys, you spicks, you wetbacks, you beaners. You this, you that. They would mock us openly and disrespect us. And then that's who's coming out of the chariots to put them in chains. They're going to lose their fucking minds. Yeah, exactly. All that. Like what's going on now is a precursor of what's to come. It's a precursor of what's to come. They look at us and laugh. They see it. You a Jew? Ha! And Captain Shapar, you all know Captain Shapar Napash, right? He used to be in DC. He's in Philadelphia now. He started off down here with us in DC. Captain Shapar Napash. Some sister saw him on the bus from camp. And she said, well, what are you into? He said, well, I'm an Israelite. I'm a Jew from the tribe of Judah. Shapar said, the broad laughed at him and she said, you a Jew? You a nigger from Southeast. And the whole bus started laughing. It wasn't funny. you all was hurt like it was said to you. He came and told us the story, because I'm bust out laughing. But that's how they look at us. Like we're crazy and nutcases. When Christ comes back, brother, it's not going to be funny. It's going to be a joke where tears is going to flow. They're going to rebel because I'm not listening to no nigga. They're going to want to drive off like Sally from Minnesota. And you know what happened to Sally? You know what happened to Sally? I ain't got to say it. She was unalive. And that day I'll finally use the word, Bakwash. I'll finally use the word. Go ahead, Shapat, real quick.
Like if I may, you know what I'm saying, Rakta Yahweh Shai, because we doing this work, you know what I'm saying, for the Lord. A brother walked up to me in the grocery store, I believe it was yesterday, and he kind of gave me almost a long look, so I looked off like, nah, he ain't doing that. But then he ended up coming back down the aisle later as I was coming back the aisle. He was like, ain't you in the I.S.U.P.K? I'll be watching y'all. And he noticed me in plain clothes. You know what I'm saying? So I was going to say, Barak Yahweh shout to that, because that time where Christ coming back, Lord allows, coming quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right, Doc. And there was a time they wouldn't notice us in plain clothes.
Of course.
You know what I mean? All right, let me get Revelations 13 real quick.
You want verse 1, sir?
Yeah, let's start.
This is book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 1. And I stood upon the sands of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his head the names of blasphemy.
So this is a vision that John is having. John the Revelator. Definitely would need more time for this one, but just because it's on the topic. This is a beast with 7 horns, with 10 heads and 7 horns, right? Having 7 heads and 10 horns. This is the 7 empires and I think the 10 common markets of Europe. I'll probably go into it in more detail in next week class, Lord allow. All right, because the beast is going to be rampant. All right, keep going. In fact, skip down to verse 3.
Verse 3. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death. And his deadly wound was healed. And all the world wondered after the beast.
Right? With this beast, one of his heads was wounded to death. Meaning what? It's not dead, but it's a deadly blow. This head is the Roman Empire. This is when Rome fell. This is a prophecy for Rome falling. Rome fell, but did not die. You understand? It didn't fully die. It lost a ton of power. Keep going.
Verse 4. And they worshiped the dragon which gave power unto the beast. And they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him?
You understand? They worship the dragon that gave power to the beast. Anybody know what the dragon is? Get it for time's sake. The dragon is America's military might. What you saw happening in Venezuela, what you saw with the bombing of the Palestinians and all of that, that's the white man's military might. Something flying over the sky that could drop fire down and kill you, like a dragon, right? You can imagine seeing something that big for the very first time. You're going to think this is a flying creature. You're not going to know this is a mechanical thing. This is back with John the Revelator. He's seeing this in a vision, and he can't really see a plane. He's seeing, if one of those planes fly over, you'll see it because of the shadow. You'll see the wings and you'll see a body, and you'll be like, what the hell is that shit? And then fire comes down. And that's what gives the white man his might. And they worship that dragon. That dragon gave him his might, right? And they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? Who can make war with America right now? Who can tell America, don't do to Venezuela that anymore? Who could come and punish America for what they just did? Nobody. That's why Trump could do it. He don't give a damn. He'll go back, drop more bombs tomorrow. He threatened them. He said, if you all don't behave, I'll drop more bombs. The woman who took over from Maduro, she got her swearing in. They said when Maduro was just taken, she was going off on Trump. By the time she swore in, they say she's ready to work with Trump. They say Trump threatened her. Anybody heard the report that when they took Maduro, Trump was on the phone and told him, be smart or else? Anybody heard that report? I heard that on Saturday morning. I don't know if that was a lie or they're circulating it, but that's a threat. Meaning you could buck up if you want. You're going to end up like Bin Laden, basically. Like be smart or else. Go ahead.
Right quick, sir. If I could, he said if she didn't cooperate, he would drop the second wave, which is going to be worse than the first one.
It's going to be worse. He done threatened her. That's an absolute threat because this is the beast. Go ahead. Whoever reading.
Verse 5. And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies. And power was given unto him to continue 42 months.
If that ain't him, he was given power to speak great things and blasphemies and say whatever and drop fire from the goddamn sky. Fire from the sky. America is that beast that was once wounded that stood up again. Hold on. Keep going.
Verse 6. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven.
Right. And listen, he decided now he's going to come against us and the world and do everything evil. Keep going.
Verse 7. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And power was given and power was given him over all kindredness and tongues and nations.
Which is why last week when I.S.U.P.K asked a question about it, that's what I told you, it's prophecy. Like Maduro couldn't do nothing else. He couldn't do nothing else. The book of Ezekiel says, give me the paraphrase. So he said, devoured from all the beasts of the field. He said, my people are, go ahead.
People have become a prey and a meat to all the beasts.
To all the beasts of the field. That's what the Lord said about us. As a people, we are victims to all the beasts of the field. And Maduro is sitting at a table with Russia and China and Trump. Who you think they're going to eat? You think they're going to split the thing with you? I already told you. I think Russia and China sold them out. I think Trump made a deal with Russia and China and told Russia, listen, I'm going to turn my back on Ukraine. You go take them. I'll turn my back on Taiwan and Japan. China, you do what the hell you want. Just back off Maduro. And who knows, Maduro probably, like the general say, Maduro probably say, all right, listen, I'll go. Just make it look good, but I'll go. Because how is it 48, 72 hours later, nobody can respond? Nobody. They bomb Palestine, they send for help. Hezbollah fire shots at Israel. The Houthis block the straits. Right or wrong? They went and fire shots at Iran. Or everybody else, came and to help. They're going in Sudan and Somalia and doing stuff. The world cries. The world sends help. NATO intervene. You go kidnap a man and his woman, nobody did nothing. Nothing. We are prey to these beasts of the field. And America is the beast that was once wounded. America is the Roman Empire all over again. All roads lead to Rome, world dominance, running everything. He damn near wants to be the emperor all over again with supreme power. He doesn't want anything else. We live in Bible prophecy right now. America is fully Rome and spiritually Egypt again. I'm going to go into it some more next week. We'll get into some of the whole breakdown with Revelation 13. But this is the beast, brother. This is the beast all over again. Real quick, Shapat.
Good, like it said in Psalms 83, they are all confederate against us.
They're all confederate against us, and you're going to see more of it. With that, pass the class over to Priest and Officer Shapat there.
I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We at I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yahanna. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves with the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry, which is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, in the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means 10th in Hebrew, and it's pronounced ma'ishua. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest Fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation, Purim, the 14th day and the 15th day of the 9th month, Salaki, of the 12th month, Salaki. Monday, the 2nd of March, and Tuesday, the 3rd of March, 2026. You find this in the book of Esther, chapter 3, verse 20 through 31. Also, we got the Lord's 57th annual Passover in Houston, Texas, Saturday, April the 4th. You know, so we got a week-long worth of events from April the 1st to April the 5th. You know, so you don't want to miss that first day. It's a lot of new events going on. You know what I'm saying? The slaughtered lamb is not the usual. It's going to be liver than usual. Make sure you get all your hotel arrangements together, your travel arrangements together. The Passover fee, make sure you pay your Passover fee. It's $200 for every person that's 17 years of age or up. You see what I'm saying? It's also, you know, everybody got to come to the Passover, but 17 age or up, $200. Make sure you get that Passover fee in. Make sure you pay your tithes. So you got anything else you want to add?
Yeah, man, pay a Passover fee right there. We have also two big up sisters who brought the food to water for bringing the food. Yeah, I mean, feed the brothers on the day. All right, go ahead.
Remind Ahmed Akwat to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, you should start wearing all black, which includes black boots, black shirts, black pants, black hairband, or scarf. And with that, I say I might, which means to stand. Sisters, you may remain seated. We'll give a courtesy salute to the sister, to the teacher. Men of Israel, Mount Shabbat. Yeah.
How about Shimmy al Shabbat?
Yeah, how about Shimmy al Shabbat thumb?
Y'all give him a top, saw, which means a turn. This is you may stand. Hey, Mikey. We'll give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Mount Shabbat. Mikey. Yeah.
How about Shimmy al Shabbat?
Y'all give him a top.
The Zabala is like, yeah.